make me move, you make me dance, you make my heart beat super fast. You lift me up, you make me laugh. Baby, you're the best I ever had. You're the best I ever. You make me move, you make me dance, you make my heart beat super fast. You lift me up, you make me laugh. Baby, you're the best I ever had. You're the best I ever had.
Okay.
Alright, just getting some stuff figured out right now.
Ignore that.
Try to get this working right. Alright,
Okay.
can you see it?
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay.
Oh, god dang. Christian Vargas gonna be here tonight?
Yep,
I know him.
very good deal. Alright, this is NARL Season 13 Talladega. Hopefully all things go to plan. Should be looking good right now. Check my graphics. Ticker might be looking a little weird for pre-race because it doesn't really start working until it actually gets to the race. So like qualify, happy hour, ticker will look kind of weird, but on the race should be fine. Check my media, got good stuff there. So we got about 20-ish minutes until the actual qualifying. I got my buddy KT here in the booth with me. Everyone say hi to him. If
What's going on, Zach? It's good to have you here.
Alright. And like I said, this is season 13. NARL. My audio should be working. Let me check something real quick.
We live?
Yeah, we live. Alright. Yeah, I was just making sure my audio was working. I was just a little worried about that for a second. So here's your entry list. If you want to take a look at it, we'll go through some random cars, random pieces on people of the track. It's Talladega, number 14 Ford. I should have everyone's car files. If you sent your car file after practice started, then what the heck are you doing? So you won't see your car, obviously. I'll get our little standings up here that way. But KT can get familiar with the drivers. We went through and chose some drivers we thought would be interesting picks for this race. You know, obviously KT you don't really know a lot about this, so I kind of had KT go through and look at the old spreadsheets and whatnot. And
We got a wreck here, Zach.
Oh, looks like we do. It's wrecking in practice. Oh, wrong button. Oh,
So it was the 35.
Okay, it looks like they already cleaned it up. 35 is Trevor Davis. He's already off the track. And we'll use this practice time to get familiar with drivers as tall as in the 14 unsponsored Ford Fusion. Carl Childress, number 88. Yeah, get that figured out.
Well, Zach, you think about Talladega, you always think about the draft, but we talked about this in the pre-race leading up to this event. Track position is going to mean everything. You look at Talladega, you would think, oh, the draft, but as you said, it's hard to generate runs. This is the original 2003 mod. I think the experience could come into play. One of the big picks we have is Colrad, as we like to call him. I picked Colrad up because you told me he could be a super speedway merchant. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do as we got another one, Zach, around.
Yeah, I believe it was a 39
Gavin Perry?
Yeah. I probably doesn't showing his car right now because he probably joined before I did, or joined after I did. So he'll probably show up in the race unless he sent his car file after practice had started. Hold on a second, my ticker isn't working. It's not a huge issue, but it's something I would like to have. So I'm gonna kind of pause real quick, make sure that is working. Hopefully, I don't crash my game. If it does, no biggie. We can get back in the game. Problemo.
Well, Zach, one thing I'll talk about here while you fix some of those technical issues is, as I also have the stream just to make sure you're good. We always talk about Talladega, the draft, but this is an in-life race, right? In real-life race in a way. It's online. I'm going to be interested to see who can drag the brake, right? As the screen goes a little blank there.
Yeah, it's gonna go blank real quick. I'm tabbed out.
No worries. It's all about just who can drag the brake back. Because when you drag the brake in a super speedway race, you try to create a bigger run. We saw a little bit of Carl Childress right there, a little bit lagged back from the pack, start to catch that draft radius, right? Start to catch the draft radius, see if you can slingshot to the back. And it's all about finding that distance, right? The drafting distance in an online race. You don't want to be too early in the run and get left out to dry. Got to have friends where you can find them. You think practice sessions where you test that out, but some people will, like Childress, he'll try to test it. We got a huge wreck, a massive wreck right here as we have a LePage incident.
Yeah, speaking of Childress, he's involved. Granted, this is practice. Sometimes people being a little silly. You gotta remember, online session, big difference between what you're usually used to, the offline racing. It looks like our ticker is working fine and dandy right now.
It's one of my picks of the week, Zach. It's called Kyle Watts.
Yep, Kyle
21
Watts.
Busch Light.
Defending
This is
champ.
Camry. Yep.
Next to
Yeah, we'll see what he can do. See what he can do this week.
First Moon
There's Gavin Perry.
Yep, Gross Mirroring in the 70 and Jelani Howell in the 19. You got Nico Cervidio in the 4. And yeah. They're doing a little pit party here. I'm going to get out of NR real quick and restart it. Oh, that's John Felber and Jarrett Ravoy defending, can't really defend his Rookie of the Year, but Rookie of the Year from Season 12, Jarrett Ravoy barely beat Jonathan Ward. I say barely, but came down to the last race in that Rookie of the Year battle. It looks like my ticker is being a little goofy, so I am going to get out of the game real quick and get that fixed.
Wait for Zach. Are we still live?
Yeah, we still live. I'm just fixing a couple things.
No worries, buddy. And while Zach fixes some of the interesting technical issues, of course, the season opener here at Talladega, let's go through some of the picks. Zach gave me some great notes here, and some of those notes include, we'll start with Josh Clements. He was your defending winner of the season opener last year, Zach. As you say, he was very good as super speed, very consistent overall. And I think the key here, Zach, is it's not about winning the race on lap. You can sure lose in a lap one, but you got to be there to the end, right? You have to be there at the end of the race. The last 5 laps is where it counts. You told me about the rule coming into this program. Last 4 laps, anything goes, right? Once we get to that no return, right? Point of no return on the green-white checkers. That's where you want to be. You want to be there for the last 4 laps of the race. Let's watch Josh Clemens tonight. I went with a little bit of an upset pick tonight. Phil Parker, of course, at Super Speedway. Maybe he doesn't have the prowess in terms of the recent seasons, finishing 3rd in Season 8. But he's shown some speed at the super speedways and other leagues, and that EXP can carry. Of course, when you have good EXP points, sometimes you can understand not just the draft, but you can understand where the runs are being formed and formulated. Kyle Watts, as you said, we'll talk about him more probably on the practice session, defending champ. He's always in contention, won 2 championships in 1 weekend. Looking forward to seeing what he will do. Of course, we have Cole Rodriguez, big contender at the super speedways. Of course, this is the biggest and baddest super speedway. At least in real life track, Talladega, of course, super speedway, biggest and baddest, 2.66 miles. But there are, of course, other fictional series that run fictional super speedways in NR. But this is one of the biggest ones in real life. Of course, the biggest one, 2.66 miles. So we'll see what Cole can do. And then, of course, Jerry Cook, season 6, 8, 9 champion. It's been around a while, several wins in several leagues. We'll see what he can do. As well, those are my 5 picks. We'll talk about Zach's picks a little bit later as we continue to fix some of these technical issues.
I've gotten those fixed already. I already showed your picks on the screen. Now, one thing I would like to add, I did check to see what the fuel thing is, and it is 18 laps on a tank of gas. Race itself is 57 laps, which I think you predicted that on the nose.
Yeah, 150-mile race tonight, 18 laps. You got to think if it's 18 on the nose, that's going to basically mean it could be a three-stop race, but of course, a caution or 2. You can save, of course, 6 caution laps is the equivalent of saving 2 green flag laps. 2, 3 green. I think you can make it on 2 stops tonight, depending on cautions. As we can see some more guys coming out for drafting practice. You know, we talk about super speedway practice, Zach. It's not so much about the tomfoolery. It's about understanding who's your friends, who's your enemies, right? Who do you really work with? Which car you can suck up to the best? Of course, the push draft's going to be key. We didn't talk much about this in early, but you got to look at blocking, right? This is just see someone spinning out, goofing around on pit road there. Blocking will be key, and that's usually how wrecks are caused, especially if this is going to be a track position race. The leader is going to have a lot of advantage, right? Blocking 2, most likely 2 lanes. Sometimes you can see a 3rd lane develop in an online race. In my past few experiences, just watching them, but it usually will be a 2-line race. Would you say, Zach, to the average fan out there, the yellow line is going to be your best friend tonight, similar to how you see in the ARCA series, more that yellow line going to be your best friend? Try to protect that. Would you say the inside line will have advantage, or do you think the outside can propel if there's enough cars out there? What do you think we're expecting tonight?
Well, I agree. I think that outside line could definitely do something with enough cars, but I think ultimately you don't want to. I've seen last season Talladega. It was a bit later in the season, last season, season 12, towards the tail end. This time around being season opener, of course. We seen Talladega, he opened up that bottom line, allowed Watts to try to get underneath there. Unfortunately, Watts didn't quite have as much room as he wanted, and that did cause a big pileup, but you definitely don't want to leave that bottom line open, especially late in the race.
Well, that bottom line, I choose the invitation to sneak one in there and send it. That's something up. The leader will have a lot of control. As you want to go through some of these people, Zach?
Yeah.
Want to go?
I do want to go through the point system real quick before we do that, just so we can get all of our pre-race graphics out of the way before we go through and see who's all and who's all that. Point system, basically, you finish first, 50 points, second place, 46, third, 45 points, etc. Most laps leads 3 points, and if you lead a lap, it's 2 points. Pole is 3 points, and then for the standings and anyone who's interested in the championship, the 3 lowest scoring races for each driver is dropped from their standings. And that's pretty much the point system. Let's go through some of the field, shall we? Tala again.
There's Tala again. Yeah, got that one down. There's another wreck happened there as we continue to play some tomfoolery in the practice session. There's another one, Zach. Someone around.
Oh, Jelani.
Oh, yeah.
Big wreck there. Jelani Hal 19 usually runs a... Oh!
Oh, man. Little full sender on the brakes. No brakes instead.
Yeah. In the race, that's a no-no. Is that your pick, Phil Parker, I just seen? I didn't know if he was going to race today. Man, I can't find him now. Oh, there's Cole.
Cole Rod.
Man, I can't see. There he is. Okay, Phil Parker, number 9, is one of your picks.
Yeah, I can't miss that scheme. The old Evernham, Casey Kane.
Yeah. And,
as the chat lights up like Christmas tree.
Yeah.
As we continue the tomfoolery. And that's the thing, Zach, with this, as Phil is going to do me a solid here and goof around. Just get out of the system, you know what I'm saying? Just get out of the system.
Yep, definitely
as
don't
he's,
want that during the race.
As he does not care about practice here.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and go over my picks, or whenever yours. Actually, fewer of mine showed up than yours, which I honestly didn't expect. Granted, still about 10 minutes-ish, 13 minutes left in practice. I had Keith Hughes on my picks. Doesn't look like he's going to show up. I had me and KT both had Cole and Joshua both very good at these types of tracks and almost always contending at these racetracks. And Vlado, I think he said he was going to do this race. Yeah, there is Vlado. He's in the race, not on the track right now. He was on the track a little bit ago. Currently 28th on the board, 29th now. And then Garson Muyung in the 70. was also my pick. Vlado, he did very well at Talladega. Actually got his first top 5 in this league last time we raced at those tracks, so he's one of my picks for that reason. Then Garson Muyoung, also usually up front in these types of races, as my score resets because someone joined. There he is in the number 70 Saturn. And other than that, me and KT had about the same picks.
Well, right now, Zach, I think this is all about understanding the lines. You see Carl up there trying to file back in line to understand draft, and he will file back in line. You see certain people are going out with their friends, right? Understand a little bit of the draft. Now, qualifying will be single car, right? Just to confirm.
Yeah, single car. There is a strat a lot of people use. I don't know if it's going to be effective for tonight. Again, chassis 1. The runs aren't going to be huge, so just be ready for that.
And really the leader will have control as we go to the practice. It does not matter. Like I said, there's a lot of these are cutting draft laps. P1 on the board is Carl at a 49.41. That's roughly about, what is that, Zach? 185, 190, I think at most.
Could be something like that.
I think we're topping at around 195 in the draft, but maybe a full max draft.
We'll probably see some faster laps in the... Oh.
As we got a wreck here. Carl's going to try to avoid it, and he does a good job. That's a real good job, all things considered.
Yeah, oh,
as they are sending in the back.
Oh! As Gino Bononi there in the 24. Got wrecked there.
Yeah, I'm gonna circle Carl Childress, Zach, as one of the ones to watch here, because he looks so far short. He may have cut a draft lap, but as he not sure what he's doing here. I think he's gonna park it.
Yeah, going back to the pits.
Good move there. Yeah, he could be one to watch. He's the only guy so far I've seen in practice that went to the front and the back, and he's trying to find out different lanes. Right? Sometimes your car works better in the back, where you can suck up, and then sometimes it's better out leading. You probably want to have a qualifying setup, cut a quick one. I think this race will be won from the first 3 or 4 rows. I don't think this race is going to be won from row 10 unless we get some chaos. But of course, you said you can't be doing these shenanigans in the race with all the practice wrecks. Another thing to note: pit strategy is important. You said 18 laps. That should be a 2-stop race. We said, well, 3-stop race, but could be 2 stops with the cautions as we continue to some tomfoolery on the apron. The blend line will be interesting, Zach. The blend line as Carl gets turned there. The blend line will be interesting if we get a green flag stop as they continue to mess around. What else do we have to cover here? That's pretty much it, man. I think that's pretty much the coverage I've got personally of the keys to the race. We talked about the side draft a little bit. 2-car tango. Maybe someone will break away the last lap if we get a wreck behind. There's the old point of no return. Maybe we see a 2-car breakaway and someone can pull a 2010 Harvick over McMurray. We'll see. There's a lot of ways this race can go. It's Talladega. It's the first race of the season. These guys are amped up, ready to go. I expect this one to be a little bit crazy and chaotic, but also some good old-fashioned who can block for sure to win this round. I think blocking is going to be the key, and as we have continuing more wreck.
Yeah, it looks like Jeff Dixon they're going to have to reset the server for Jeff. Man. Oh, he's a triple-digit number. You did mention setups. I will say this is a fixed setup league. It comes down completely to skill. No setups, nothing. It's all how can you drive this track and how can you drive the race. There's really no setup knowledge to it, but if you know much about setups, you might as well know that much about driving the car as well.
There's no braking tonight unless you're trail braking a little bit, dragging the brake as one guy messing around with the ambulance back there. Unless you really understand the runs, understand the draft distance, understand how to trail brake. I think that's the key to build a run tonight. But like I said, the first 3 rows are going to have a distinct advantage, and I think the leader will dictate tonight. If you're on that first row, as in the leader of the outside and the inside, you can really dictate the lane. If it comes down to side by side, then the 2-car tango will happen coming to the old front stretch. Remember, this isn't Daytona, Talladega, turn 1, right there, as you saw Bononi right there across the finish line. That's where the start finish line is located. That extra 0.16 Zach can make a difference. We've seen finishes in the front stretch at the regular Daytona Super Speedway, of course, and right there, and you go a little bit fast. The winner at the original Daytona Super Speedway start line is not the winner at Talladega, so that's something to note. Looking forward to seeing how that extra .16 plays. One other thing to note so far, I think a lot of these guys making practice runs, you see it's the same group. We see Watson there. We've seen Moo Young. We've seen Childers. There's the 19. Who was it again? Huani, I think. Or how? Jelani. Yeah, a lot of these guys are making the same runs. They're trying to find their friends. They're putting in some work. Right. It may not matter because, of course, it's qualifying. They may not find each other, but at some point, if it's a big pack and they got to make a green flag stop, it will matter as they continue to full send it there. And you can see, right? Let's stay on board. Let's go for a lap with somebody maybe not damn it. That's what Hal's got. Let's go with let's go on a lap with Kyle Watts, our defending champion. Let's take you around Talladega Super Speedway on online race. Let's go. Want to go helicopter, Zach, or do you want to go spec? What do you want to do?
I got no sound helicopter if you want to do that.
All right, let's go helicopter. See Kyle going to avoid that nicely as they continue to wreck in the back. You see, he's practicing a two-car tango right now with who is that, Zach?
Alexander Gonzalez Green in the 11.
Yeah, look at it. This is the perfect execution as we're practicing it pretty good.
No.
But
But
you know what?
Now.
Oh yeah, they were. Well, that's yeah. That guy might be need a hospital bill right there for that crew chief. But as Kyle continues to do some funny things with the pit wall, we'll go back as Christian Vargas. Talked about him a little bit. There's Alex GG. Is that right, Zach?
Yep,
That's his
Gonzalez
name?
Green, he goes by GG though.
Alright, Alex GG. Some more cars can file out here. It's probably, I don't know what, at this rate, I don't know what anyone's practice agenda is at. They're having fun, really. I think they will know when we get to the qualifying session. There's John Anthony.
Oh, there's someone in
We got some guys on the catch fence right there. Richter right there, as I'm sure someone will fly underneath him.
Yep, that is ACH Richard. I have not seen him set a lap. In fact, well, he's actually fourth on the board despite all that. So I guess more reason to goof off, I guess. I don't know.
Is a no, of course, in the race. We won't be seeing any of this junk.
No,
As John Anthony wants to not do that.
He's going to the pit road. His internet might be a little laggy, so if he's lagging, that might be why. He's also broadcasting. He's just streaming. 17.
Yeah, no worries.
17. Oh,
Yeah, big pack right here. Let's see. It's either going to run it a little bit or going to full send it. I think they're going to full send it here.
Gavin Perry in the 39.
Listen, you've been doing this longer for me, man. You've obviously done a lot more NR races online than me. Your thoughts on, as we continue to see that guy stuck in the catch fence, your thoughts on what we could expect tonight, possibly with 10 laps to go. We know there is a no point of return with 4 to go. What do you think about 10 to go? Where do you want to be in the race? You want to be top 2, as I was mentioning, control those lines, or do you think maybe we could see a wreck between 10 to 5 laps and being mid-pack and avoid it could put you up there to the front? What do you think? Where do you think, from your expertise, do you think you want to be in those last 10 laps?
Yeah, honestly, I think it really just depends on who's up there. Granted, every once in a while you'll have those drivers that usually aren't up front that, who knows, they might end up front at the end of the race with a good pit strategy, and sometimes that happens. Oh, looks like they're setting back the server to get Jeff's number in. But yeah, as I was saying, they were doing that to do that. But yeah, when it comes to like 10 to go, it really could just be coming down to like who you're racing with and against to decide who you want. Man, I can't get my words out right now. But yeah, basically.
You good, man?
Now I've got everyone on my whisper. Okay, so we are going to roll this back one more time because I need to make sure that we can fit all the people we're supposed to.
You're just going through a little bit of a technical difficulty here, Zach, or we're just
right now
resetting?
Sitting at one too many people in the server.
You're good. Take your time. You were saying you're good.
Which, because of that means I'm going to have to pick out one unlucky person to not be able to race.
Well, so far I know it's only been a practice session, but you can't read off anything there.
Yeah.
It appears though there were some guys making certain runs, right? They were making maybe a lap or two. I think maybe Carl, maybe 3 or 4 laps I could have saw.
It looks like they're gonna have a
Well,
full field tonight. So they did say I'd be able to stay in, so we'll see if that holds true or not.
Does that go to the chat real quick? Want to see something real quick?
As viewers should be seeing my scene screen as we're not quite in the server yet. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I think I finally got my words together, but it really just depends on who's
Okay.
up front at the end for that winning spot, and I think it's really just going to depend, like who's up there, who you know you work with, and if it's people you don't know, I think your best bet is to sit tight and hope for the best and see where that goes.
Yeah, right now we're just getting the entry list. You can get off the chat now as we continue to goof it up in the old chat.
Yeah. They did say that
This isn't going to be something you vote on. I'm picking out who attended the least races last season while actually participating earlier in the season, and then they are going to have to qualify for it, which it looks like it'll be
Nice.
one person gets left out.
Alright, so it looks like right now that one person that's in the
So give me
server-
one more moment while I keep looking through who all the lowest attendees are.
Honestly, I think it should be the 11.
Yeah, that's for the people that are watching the broadcast. That's the people whispering. KT, I know you can't. I know you can't hear them right now because they're figuring out who's gonna be in there. So basically, what they're doing is they're gonna go through the people that made the least races
Okay,
in terms of attendance.
so
and they're
the
cut those
handful
people
of
out.
drivers who have attended one or fewer races in the past season but still participated in the past would be Ruby Estes,
How were
Jeff
the qualifying
Dixon,
orders after the fans
and
at home? How was the
Ali
qualifying
Lack.
order?
So
Yeah.
the three of you
How's it
going to
work?
be competing in
Now,
the
how's this,
qualifying session.
who goes
coming
out
up
first?
to.
Is it a single
One
car?
of you is not going to qualify,
Or is it a group session?
unfortunately.
All right, so it looks like
So
what he's
I do
gonna
not
do.
want anyone else. Well, actually, you can't participate in qualifying
Random draw?
because you're
Off
not
points
going to
last
get
year? I'm
counted.
just trying to look.
But the three
the fans
who
at
I
home.
listed are going to be counted for their lap times. Whoever sets the fastest lap
Try to
times
get
will
them
be
the
fine.
information. We're
Slowest
going to be
left
streaming
out,
qualifying,
goes
right?
straight to
Confirm?
qualifying. Good luck.
All right, I couldn't quite hear what he said.
Again,
So-
the people who are being counted for this one are Ruby Estes, Jeff Dixon, Ali Lack.
All right, I don't know if the
Go on.
stream heard that, but basically what the Caesar
And yes,
Cameron
after
said,
this, after we've
With,
figured out how
oh.
to get all the people into the server who, well, just fit the server fully, then it will be going to a normal qualifying time.
All right. So basically, right now they're gonna have so 3 people. One person's not gonna make the race, and they're gonna have a qualifying session between 3 people to decide who does and doesn't make the race. And I believe he said Ruby Estes, Ali Lack, and I forget who the other one was, but yeah, one of those 3 aren't going to make the race, and then after that this qualifying session they're doing right now gets done, they're going to do the official qualifying to get the actual order for the race.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it was Ali Lack, Ruby Estes. I forget what the other one was, but there was someone else. Chat probably knows who it is if they want to type in the chat. I know we got some people in the chat here.
Can you do me a favor, Zach? When the qualifying work, can you print screen that by any chance? You can send it to my phone. I'm gonna try to.
I don't know if it would crash anything. I could.
Oh, never mind. I'll take a picture then. I'll take a picture then.
This qualify order isn't going to be an official qualify order though, just to let you know.
Oh, okay. You just haven't known the official order comes up. So right now we're in a pause right now. Pause
Yeah,
mode.
they're in the do not qualifying phase. So basically, like I said, there's 3 people that are going to be. There's going to be probably more that post a time because anyone's free to post a time. But 3 people are going to be qualifying for that for the last 2 spots. One of them
LCQ, I got you.
one of them is not going to make the race, and I know it's between Ali Lack. I think the other one was Noah Hogard actually, and Ruby Estes. And it looks like right now they still have another lap, but right now as it stands, Ali Lack is going to be the one not making it. However, they may be doing the strategy that makes you faster on this track, which is But from my knowledge, you take the high line on the first lap, and then you take the low line on the second lap. And the way you execute that will depend where you qualify. Grant, the session's not over, so we're looking at Ali Lack, I'm pretty sure Noah Hogard, and Ruby Estes.
Well, the thing with Zach is getting through the gears will matter a lot. Really, that's the key. Getting through the gears will.
You definitely want to get through the gears as fast as you can. Try to maximize that time. Granted, whoever gets pole here will not count for the actual pole, but
There's Ruby Estes top of the board and Noah Hogarth for a second.
it looks like Ali Lack right now is going to be the one that doesn't make the field. However,
Yeah,
still people
Estes is
posting
good.
laps.
Pole rod top of the board, Zach.
Yep, granted,
I know
like I
it's
said,
not.
this is just DNQ, so it won't count for the actual pole, but yes, he's very quick around this track.
Yeah, under 52 seconds. That's pretty flying.
I'll say, some of these guys also qualify that aren't in it for DNQs. They could use this time as well to, practice their hot lap for the actual qualify session. And it looks like Ali Lack right now is going to be the one that does not make the race, unfortunately. So maybe we'll see them, not next week, but next race, as next week is Thanksgiving. I don't know if anyone knows right now.
Okay, at this very moment, I count 42 people in the team speak, so
Yeah,
if there is
51.92
someone
Zach. That's
who
roughly
is
around
not in the server
185
right
miles
now
per hour.
who was supposed
Almost
to get this slot,
185.
you better
So
be
that's
speaking up now, otherwise
pretty-
it's going
pretty
to turn
flying
out
for
that
a
the
single
people
car
qualified
run.
are still staying in.
As everyone else pops up
So
on the
if you
screen
are
there.
left out, send a message in Discord. If we do have to remove one driver, it will be Ali Lack, but I will wait until I see confirmation from someone in Discord to say they could not get in.
So they're cycling through now. Is that it, Zach?
Yeah, they're Cameron's making sure if there's anyone that can't get in the server before he calls it. But at the moment, as it stands, as long as nothing changes, Ali Lack's going to be unfortunately the person that does not make the race. And we'll like to say that apparently Alex Mullen, my former team owner here in NARL, he's typing in chat. He wants acknowledgement, so there's your acknowledgement, Alex. He says
Yeah,
not.
we'll try to get to everybody tonight.
Well,
sure.
it's not Hogard's not going to help me, Alex. I need to know who that other driver was, but I guess I don't need to know now since Cameron just said it was Ali Lack, who's probably not going to be making it unless someone else said they weren't able to make it in the server.
Speaking up, so we're going to say everyone gets to stay in, including Ali Lack. So we're going to go back to qualifying, and this time
Everyone's
is
just filing
qualifying
out
for
now,
the race.
This is a
Enjoy
happy
that
hour here,
suspension
Zach?
that you had with the suspense. Lots of suspense. Good luck.
I'm going to get in and out of my car real quick. That way I'm not wasting anybody's time.
Drivers, to your
So
cars.
apparently, someone must have left the server in between DNQs or something, and Ali Lack's going to be able to make the field. So interesting. It was
Interesting
Dixon.
development.
Okay. Jeff Dixon was the other driver. My bad. Didn't mean to interrupt you there.
Not if you understand, you figuring this out. We're all learning on the fly here, right? So I'm looking forward to the race, seeing how qualifying goes. Now this is a run for pole.
Yes, this is the actual run for pole. Another thing I'd like to note, I know we already went through picks and all that. Jeff Dixon, I actually didn't have him. I didn't think he was going to do this race, but he actually just won CSCA Michigan a couple hours ago, or might have been an hour ago. I don't know. My perception of time isn't the best, so he's fresh off a win in another league. So watch him for sure. As he was actually one of those guys that were going to be DNQ'd, not Noah Hogard, as Alex Mullen corrected me.
These first laps should be coming up soon. As I do not expect anything crazy on the first lap, as you said, or just grinding through the gears here and warm up the engine. And we'll see that second lap when they take the low line, full max trim on the yellow line. That'll take care of business. Yep, second lap. That'll be the money lap, as they call it here.
One problem, Brandon Johnson. I'm not racing right now, so I don't think me winning a NARL is going to happen for a while because I'm be broadcasting because that's something I want to do right now. Someone says, tell Nico that Olivia Hammond says he has to win or he gets beat.
Oh my.
Well, one, I'm not going to do it going to qualify, and two, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna just leave that up to you. I don't feel like it. No offense. First few laps on the board.
Yep, looks like Colton Kalovich in the pole right now. Remember first lap.
Mentioned Colton Kalovich. He's been in NR for several years. I believe he was around since the beginning, and some of the car files he uses to run in this league are actually from 2003 when this game first came out. I believe he made those cars, which is an interesting thing to note.
Yep, long way to go here, Zach. It's just the first lap. This next lap will tell us the story and paint the picture of who could be up front early. And you can see, Zach, I mean, it's the first lap, but we saw 52 threes for the pole sitter in that little shootout. You wonder now if they can pick up maybe a half a second to get to a 51.6 for pole, maybe 51.7. So you're now starting to cycle.
People getting their
Noah.
laps in.
Noah Dangenhart the first. It's Ruby. Jeff Dixon, talked about him.
Fresh off a win.
Yep.
I don't recall if he got pole at CSCA Michigan or not.
There's Cole. Could be a big threat tonight, Zach. He could be one to watch. I'm not sure if we're going to see any movements. I think it's going to be Dixon Rodriguez front row.
Dude fresh off a win, and Cole also fresh off a win. I just told you that he won CCRS Meadowlands yesterday. So 2 drivers fresh off wins. Going to be starting off our front row. And then Noah Dagenhart also fresh off a win Saturday, IFR Richmond.
Oh, man.
So 3 drivers fresh off of wins. I'm not sure if Ruby Estes has any wins recently. So during all those wins for those drivers in other leagues, is most recent NARL winner is Kyle Watson. He didn't quite qualify that well, P18.
Yeah, we got Garson Muyung, top 5, around the top 5 right there.
Now it's time for happy hour. Basically 4 minutes of just everyone to get their stuff figured out. Just pre-race anything if anything needs to be figured out. Field is set. Qualifying is set. 57 laps around this track, and we already discussed the fuel load is about 18 laps if you get a full tank.
150 miles, 18 laps. Should be 3-stop race. We have no cautions, but we have cautions. Should make it on 2.
Yep. And other thing to mention, if there's a lot of wrecks and whatnot, the league owner Cameron Jamison will go out and call a caution cooldown. The only thing that can interrupt a caution cooldown is quite literally the worst wreck you've ever seen, I guess you could say. A wreck so bad that he would have to throw yellow, but that's only if it gets that bad, and that's if we get a lot of cautions early in the race, and if that happens he'll throw a caution cooldown, and that happens basically no yellows for usually 4 laps is what he sets it as, but sometimes he'll set it like 5 or 3 laps, and once those laps are over, then it'll be back to normal caution rules. So don't be confused, and there's a lot of wrecks happening and there's no yellows if it's caution cooldown. I'll have a little graphic on my screen to let y'all know if it's caution cooldown or not. Also have room for point of no return, which 57 laps, 4 to go, would be
54. Around there.
Like 54 or 55. I try to get that as accurate as I can because I have a graphic for that as well, and it's very important to get that right, because if the caution happens at 5 to go and I have a point of no return on, then that's me misleading the viewers. So
Yeah, 4 to go would be 54, so once you complete lap 54, it'll be 3 to go at that time. The line should be it.
we have a full field for Talladega. Last time we had a full field for the season opener was actually not that long ago. It wasn't last season, but the season before. Daytona, season 11 Daytona.
Well, that's one thing we know today. We just saw what Talladega just did right there. All pit practice. Pit road speeding is going to be key. The pit road speed should be 55, right? 55, if I'm not mistaken.
Believe it's, 55 sounds about right. Talla unfortunately got hit by Carl Childress, who was also trying to practice his pits and didn't quite get in there as slow as Talla did and got in the back of him there, unfortunately. But this is a time to practice your pit entry. I highly doubt we'll have any green flag stops. I'd love to see them, honestly. That'd be great for the broadcast, but I honestly don't have that much faith in most of these guys. No offense to them, but it's a league, a beginner league. People make mistakes, and those mistakes happen. And as long as you learn from those mistakes, it's all that matters.
It's a season opener. You can't expect them to be perfect 50-50 every time on the darts, right? You can't throw bullseyes every time, Zach. You got to take your time, let them marinate. When we get to this end of the race, though, 5 to go, all hell's going to break loose. But let's just enjoy the ride around period. Because there'll be a point where we're going to ride around. As you can see, Thomas Drexel right there, Truxell, coming for a little pit road entry as he gets it wound down.
Usually call him Thomas.
You know, Troxel, yeah. There's a 5 mile per hour grace period. So I wonder if you go 59.99, you're good. You go over. They'll book you.
It really depends on the game. Sometimes you'll get lucky, sometimes you won't.
That's Cam Smith.
Yep. You know him from the Uno League.
Yep, Camaraman, 55. Yep.
I believe he's the only one in this race from there.
I believe so. Caesar's not here tonight, so yes.
Yep.
Unless I'm mistaken.
I don't see anyone else.
Yeah, no, so it's just Cam tonight.
Yep. See, I recognize you noticed Christian Vargas in the 00. Do you know him from anywhere?
Yeah, Christian. I know him from FBRL. I know him from Speed. I know from other communities, but really, what was the other one? Sunoco. Yeah, Christian's a good buddy. He's been around. I know him a lot. Christian should know me as Vince Freeze, so.
Oh,
No,
right. Yeah, I don't want to conflict that. Hopefully, but there it goes.
Anyway, as Cam Smith doing the honors there, full sending, trying to get up pit road.
Yeah. He's a rookie. I believe he'll be going for Rookie of the Year this season. We'll see how many races he runs. Michael Solar. Okay, let me re-say that.
Solaris.
Michael Solar.
Solaris.
I
Yep.
feel so bad for butchering that. I don't know why I'm butchering it so bad. It's a simple
You're
last
good.
name. It's not that hard to say. Okay, but anyway, he's
Solar with
running,
an IS.
running. You'd think it'd be a Pontiac. That is a BMW.
Yeah, vintage Bobby Labonte scheme right there. And a BMW.
Yep, got a little pack behind
little
him.
pack right. Yeah, is that Carl leading or no? Someone else,
That's
right?
John Anthony in the 81. One of the few keyboard drivers in this field. He races on his keyboard, and right behind him, I believe, is 31 of. Who's the 31? Robert Kubat. He's normally racing here. There's Gavin Perry, and I believe the 93 is another new guy.
He's gonna wreck. It was Kubat around and Solaris. I think caused that one.
Yeah.
It's Benjamin Amati.
Yeah. Benjamin Amati Jr. and then there was Noah Degenhart in the 87 there in that little pack.
Got through.
Apparently second on the board, doing pretty good there. They're definitely one to. Oh,
As we got another one. There's Perry.
yeah, it looks like
Right,
it
it
is.
is race time. So rules for the race.
It's race
are
time,
if
Zach.
We have a wreck on the first lap. It will be a restart. If we have disaster that needs another restart.
Well,
then we might
57
have
laps
one. I
here.
will
We're just waiting
announce
for
if
everyone to
we
get
do.
into the server.
To get to
Looking
a
forward to
caution,
calling this
it
one,
has to
Zach.
be a
Talladega.
multi-car wreck
Should
or
be a
5
good one.
cars on the spin
Sweet
counter.
home,
Since this is a plate
Alabama.
race,
We'll see who
we
has
got the
that
spin
sweet
counter.
home.
Has to be a multi-car
Alabama
wreck.
playing in victory lane
go
at the
green,
end of the 57
I will call
laps
quiet so
here at the
nobody
Baddest
can
Super
type in
Speedway.
chat. Then
on
control,
planet Earth.
where it is up to the leader to type green into chat before he crosses the start-finish line. Also under caution.
Zach, wanna go through the starting lineup while we wait?
There is no racing back to the
Let
line.
Cam go
If you
through
cause
his
wrecks
race
while
thing
that
right now
happens,
for the
I'll
stream.
be
Yeah.
judging you
can't
very
hear you,
harshly
but
for
yeah.
it afterwards. Last thing is, there's a 57-lap race. There will be plenty of time.
Yeah,
so
we
just
talked
be
about a
patient.
lot of
Don't
storylines coming in
force it
tonight.
very
Kyle
hard
watched
for
the fan.
pretty much any part of the
You
race.
got to look at
But-
as one of our picks, Cole Rod. He's probably going to be one of the favorites now, starting P2. We'll probably get to him when we pan out. He'll be one of the guys to watch. We talked about Phil Parker, one of my picks. He's up there top 10 as we continue to do a little smoke show, probably just warming the tires up and getting ready to go here, Zach. We rolling?
Yep, they're getting those tires warmed up. Everyone getting figured out. Now there is one forgiven race restart if there is a wreck on lap 1. Sometimes on lap 2.
So if anyone has damage out of that, type it in the chat and I'll do a restart for it because it really should not be that hard to sit still while waiting for the cars in front to go.
Looks like they might have a wreck under pacing. They may have to restart for that. I don't see anyone in the chat having
So
issues.
that actually reminds me, on all
Well, that
starts,
pace car's going to
and
make that hard left
including
turn.
this
It's my
start
first
and
race.
restarts, you
I think I'll
should
take
leave
this
a
call,
roughly
man.
1-car gap
57
between each
laps
other
around
when you go
Talladega.
green.
40 the
At plate
best.
races, I will be a little bit more
Up and
lenient,
comers. The
but
next gen. The
if you still
future is
cause a
now.
wreck, I'm going to
Ready
be
to take it
also
home here for
judging
NARL.
harshly for it, because
Pace
control
car
should
makes
be
that
the
hard left
easiest part of
turn.
this, aside
Dixon
from being parked on
Rodriguez.
the back straight.
Will they be the favorites? They're starting on the front row on lap 1. But will they finish there on lap 57? We're about to find out. As we enter the Geico restart zone, Flatman ready to wave it, baby. It's Talladega. It's 57 laps. It's the daytime. It may not be the nighttime at night, but we're underway at Talladega Super Speedway.
Yeah, nicely done. Hope they don't have a. I hope they don't wreck it up where you have to say that again, because that was a nice call there. One thing I did forget to mention, and I know Cam said it. You didn't hear it. There is a spin counter, so if a certain amount of cars spin, you might see one car spin that gets a yellow. That's due to the spin counter. I think other than that, we got it covered.
Yeah, already you can see it, Zach. We talked about, I said that it could really be a bottom feeder race, hug that yellow line, and Cole Rod's trying, but I think he's trying to get onto that yellow line. He's going to probably squeak in there. He's trying. I think the yellow line, the inside line, is going to be the dominant line tonight, as Dixon should be able to lead the first. No one's going to make a move here. It's too early.
Like I said, Phil Parker did qualify. Well, he's fourth on the bottom right now, as that top line just isn't quite holding up right now. You got Talladega is trying to fill that gap in.
Yeah, Cole, Cole is doing two things here, Zach, right? He's trying to understand the side draft for the end of the race, and hopefully friends join, but you can see it. Everyone's...
Caution.
Oh, we got a wreck. It's Cole Rod.
Caution's
And
out,
Phil.
frozen.
Oh, we got a huge wreck. Oh, this is...
It's
Oh,
early enough
my.
in the race, we'll do a restart for that.
That's the big one at Talladega lap 2. This is a...
And like I said, restarts are a thing. That wreck was bad enough. Cam did call for a restart, so we will get a race restart here. And by restart, I mean like he'll restart the actual race and we'll wreck him back up and go again.
Okay, so that is our one and only restart. We won't be restarting after
Yeah,
this.
we'll have a
It's,
point of no return, too, on the
it's
restarts, right,
getting
Zach?
late.
Drivers, to your cars.
Yeah, no, it's like the same deal. They just re-rack it and reset it. So I was hoping they wouldn't wreck. They did make it past lap 1, but ultimately the wreck was so bad that he had to end up call a restart anyway. So we'll have to re-rack it up again. This will be the... That was the only restart. Anything from here is a caution.
Okay.
Get the field re-racked back up. Again, you still had that first call you made. It's on stream, so if you want to go back and look at that, you're more than welcome to. But yeah.
I'll do it again, man. Pro,
Alright,
yeah.
Alright, if you're down. Oh wait, do I need to get in my car? I do.
I guess.
I'm holding them up. Now we wait. Just some other guys need to get back in.
So we got some questions here, Zach. See, we got so we cannot recompense.
It's just people in the chat. It's just in our chat. Looks like the engines have been started.
Warm them up. Yep, warm them up.
There rolls.
Pace car gonna roll off right here, Zach. It's a big one. Talladega, Sweet Home, Alabama. We'll see if someone can play the sweet tunes. Alabama. Talladega, baby. Should be a good one. Two of the best coming in. Dixon, Rodriguez, awful wins. We got some big contenders. Can Kyle Watts, the champion, start his season 13 campaign with a bang? Do we see an upset city? It's Talladega where dreams are made. Pace car ready to make that hard left turn. Any second now. Dixon, Rodriguez, the front row. A lot of contenders in the back. If practice taught us one thing, the low line will be a key benefactor tonight. They'll start us off from the front row on lap 1, but will they be the front row entering the last lap for the Dice Checkers flag? Dixon going to bring us down nice and slow. The field bundling up. Where the Geico restart zone. It may be nighttime while recording this, but tonight it's the daytime where the sun's the brightest, going to lead us for the next generation of players. Green flag's out, we're underway again at Talladega Super Speedway.
Yeah,
Pretty good, man.
This will be the start. 49 glitched a little bit there. It looks like we're good. It was being made in the back. Hopefully they don't go 3 wide on lap 1 again.
Well, I think it's going to be the same song, Zach. Second verse. I think the bottom line is,
Something's going on with
somebody
Phil.
way out. That Phil Parker?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Phil Parker. I guess just maybe going to the back. Thinks a big risk.
You know what?
In the beginning, maybe.
It's a strategy, right? We see this back in the day. We've seen this in regular super speedway racing. Hang back. Avoid the big one. Take 20 seconds just to drop to the back. Maybe 2 seconds if you need to. Take 2 seconds back for your fill. Drop to the back here. We got to... Oh.
That was just somebody warping. I believe it was the 43 of Steph Thomas. It could have been wrong. Might have been Velato. He was actually one of my picks. Hopefully his internet gets his figures out. So.
Let's go back to the front, Zach. I bet you it's Cole Rodriguez trying to form a line. He just gave up on. He's on the end. That's what he was trying to do in the initial start. Probably what he was trying to do.
Yeah, I think everyone now is getting patient, running out this race. Might get a second line formed eventually, but just all the shenanigans over with. Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Dagenhart.
And Dagenhart's gonna make a move. Is that the GG guy? Alexander GG?
Yep.
There's Cole. Yeah, you can see Cole's trying. He's a veteran, right? He's not trying to ride in line, but I think those guys just went too early. It's too early to make an aggressive move. And is that Dixon making a move?
Yeah.
That is interesting, to say the least. I would have not given up the inside. We talked about that in the practice session. Bottom line, yellow line, your best friend. Unless they're just dropping to the back, but that's... I think the safe place to be is at the front. Zach. Top 3 spots, you're looking good. We're Hal's there. Is that Moon Young, I think?
Yeah, Mu Young in the 70. I'm not sure what the plan is for that 83 car, but we'll see how it works. It's like something that...
I understand with 20 to go, right? You got to try something because you probably have to. A lot more guys trying.
Yeah.
Who's that? Is that Perry trying?
Yeah, Perry. I never got his car file. I don't know if he sent his or not.
They're trying. I guess they're trying to test the runs in case they're at the back, but I gotta say that I just wouldn't leave that inside. This is going to. I talked about this in practice. This is going to be an ARCA style event. We're not, as a little smoke back there. We're not going to see anybody try to make crazy move. I think it's going to be more of an ARCA style,
Caution
right?
is out.
Single
Caution's
file.
Out. Feels frozen. Pace speed is
cycle through the field.
55.
Is that a wreck?
Yep, that is a wreck. That is caution is out.
That's Solaris. That's a
Pits
small
will
one
be
though, so
open
no
this
restart.
time.
And it was the only chance
Yep.
anyway.
But that is going to be a yellow flag. Take a look at that.
Let's get a replay
It's
here.
a new series.
Yeah, I think
record.
somebody here could have got internet glitched or.
I'm hearing from the league
What?
owner that... Why is he in pit road? But I'm hearing from the league owner that this is a new series record for the longest we made without a yellow. Apparently... Oh yeah, he joined the race late. So he was going through pit road. Or he,
That's a no-no. I
Again,
think that's
pits
a
open
no-no.
this
If
time.
he came up.
yeah, he did. He
No, I
wasn't
think
even involved.
I don't. I think that was a hop ahead. Let's go back. Let's go. Who's that black car? Let's see. Is that? Yeah, it's GG. Or not GG. It's
Votto.
Luis.
Yeah,
Votto, right?
Votto got together with ACH. Looks like back here.
Oh,
with
yeah,
Jared Cook and Jonathan Ward. Looks like ACH just. Oh no, Votto came down. And just took our spin. That brought out our yellow. Dang. Put it on slow-mo. That way you can see it a little better. But yeah, Solaris just...
Wasn't clear. Yep.
Well, Solaris wasn't even involved. He just was there. Then Vlado and ACH involved in that. Vlado's still in the race. Looks like he has a flat tire coming to pit road as his car is limping.
Looks like we got a lot of guys on pit road. This is pit strategy. And then we talked about 18 laps is the fuel window. You pit now. You go to lap 22, maybe lap 3. You could stretch this on 2.
Oh yeah.
You could. This might be a time.
Yeah, another
Pit,
thing I'd
it's
like
good
to mention
stretch.
is like you might not see a lot of guys stay out. We'll see how many stayed out actually.
I think a lot did.
It looks like
Well, maybe not.
I don't
Some
think
did
anybody
though.
Stay out. I don't.
No?
It might have been the 18 of Solaris.
Okay,
but,
Gavin, are you going to be leading or do you need to pit again?
Now double file restart, Zach, or is it single file?
Single file.
Very
It's
good.
like Perry did stay out, but
Okay,
he's
we will not be going green this
forfeiting the
time.
league-
We'll be going green
lead.
next time by.
Solaris looking for his laps back as he joined the session late. Looks like Mu Young is going to have the
Pace
lead.
speed is 55.
And I believe,
Yeah.
I want to say he had the lead before.
Race control, obviously trying to sort this out here. James doing a great job at HQ.
Racing and officiating, and gosh golly, he makes it work well.
There's Anthony, John Anthony. We
Lap
talked about him in
car,
practice
I'm
session.
not
He looks
sure
pretty good.
whether
Hal
you planning to drive
was involved in a
around or
practice
not.
track, and probably
I-
everyone was this race.
I'm not going to pass any judgment on it, so feel free to just drive ahead and go.
Solaris will get his laps back.
And they just
If
told
I have
Solaris
made a
to go
mistake,
ahead and
it's
go
on me
forward.
for it. Just go around the field.
Yeah, right now, Zach, I feel like this will be a bottom feeder race till about 3 to go. I think Dixon trying to make the move early. Yeah, I like the aggression. You might as well do it early,
18 car.
but it was
If
a little
you're
too
going
early.
to pit, you can pit.
So
Otherwise,
if someone
if you're
spit on
staying
pit
out,
road,
you
we
can
see a
just go around
call,
the
but
field
I don't
and
know
go.
if that's true or not.
I'm actually seeing if anyone did.
Pit
I
it
don't
is.
think anyone sped on pit road. 39 is going to pit. He forgot to pit that last time. Looks like John Anthony
Oh.
going to be P3.
Michael Solario, you can go. Or
He'll move
Solaris,
up to
you're good to
P2
go.
now, right?
Just drive around the field, get to the back.
P2
think.
after the 39 pits.
Yeah, Perry Pit.
My phone app for OBS crashed, so I'm going to reload that. No issues for the stream, just I'll have to reload it. It'll let me. If not, that'll be a slight problem. Nope, we good. Don't know why it crashed, but regardless, no issues.
So we're gonna restart this next time, by Zach? Is that what we're looking at here?
I believe so. But yeah, no black flags. Everyone stays on the lead lap. You mentioned Jeff Dixon. You said, you know, you seen him jump out of line. Look where he's at now.
Well, and I said that is because you rather do it at the beginning of the race to try. So I understand, but from pole, that's a tough. If you told me to make a deal, and if you were to tell me lap 2, I'm in the lead, or get out of line, I'm sticking to the bye. I know these guys are amateurs and are learning. I don't mind the move because trying to learn the system, right? But I think it's just a mistake he can learn from the back pile and say, I should just stuck there.
Yep.
For sure. I mean, but you never know. I could be being harsh because maybe an internet spike or a glitch, right? He just thought the bottom may have looked a little blurry and something. Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking of why he could have went up there. It could have been an internet spike or something. Gotta give him the benefit of the doubt. You never know.
If we ever do post-race
Right, everyone is out of
interviews,
pits now, so
I
raise
don't know
the
how to
pace
go
speed
about doing
to
that, but if we
70
did,
miles per
that'd
hour.
be
Oh, I'll be
a
good at that.
platform for
0,
sure.
we'll be going green this time.
Yeah, and I can. You know me, Zach, in interviews. I'm good with that.
I might do something for that for next race. I just don't know how I'd go about doing that. I might definitely open for feedback if anyone watching has any recommendations on that. I know Jerry Cook with CBN. He's in this race.
Well,
actually.
as a matter of fact, it is 7,000 if you do it in first gear.
Yeah, his league does post-race interviews for the top 3 finishers. So does JTN, another well-known NARL Broadcasting network. And you know, I'm kind of new to this sphere. Probably gonna stick with NARL for now. I might expand horizons to other leagues, but it'll be.
I'm
entirely
also going
based
to
on how I'm
remind
feeling.
people keep a roughly 1 car length gap between your cars, otherwise face the consequences if a wreck happens with you present.
Alright, and we're gonna go green this time. Garson Million, I'm gonna lead him. It's gonna be going green lap 7 to 57, so 51 to go, I think, of the line. My math
Yep,
is
here we
happening.
go. And Moonyoung
Quiet
going to
zone.
lead us back to the green flag. Let's see if he can stay clean right here, Zach. Let's see if he can stay clean on this restart. Back to the Geico restart zone we go. We're going to take 3, but take 2 of the original, or the second attempt, excuse me. Here we go. Moonyoung going to lead us nice and slow.
Control.
He'll go when he wants. He accelerates a little bit right here. We're green flag back underway at Talladega, and you can see right there that little checkup from Anthony. He caused a little storm.
Yeah, I also like to mention Anthony, you know, keyboard driver. He's at a little bit of a disadvantage when it comes to those things, but holding P2 right now. Nice run for that 81. I'm not sure what that manufacturer is. I'm gonna be dead honest with you.
Well, Zach, you know, one story I always told Cody Lamas, and DJ's always told me this story when they first started. Huge names, right? DJ Curtis, Cody Lamas. They were keyboard warriors to start. They probably still are, right? When they do online racing. So
Big run
never
here.
discount the keyboard
Oh,
warrior for
moving
sure.
on to the
Oh,
wall.
we got
Big
turned.
wreck.
No.
Caution's out.
Oh, we got
caution's out,
turned.
full
He just
speed.
got turned.
Pace speed 55.
That's making me look stupid right there. That's a bad wreck. That's a terrible. Oh, that's a terrible one, Zach.
Big wreck.
There's
off of
Solaris
Scorn.
involved. Bill Parker.
Yeah, big
Whole
wreck.
field. That's the big one. That's the big one at Talladega.
Garson Million wrecked from the lead. Wow. Take a look at that replay.
Pits are... open.
Nah, that was just
It looked like.
misjudgment in the drafting.
Yeah, I'm gonna go helicopter for this because I think that's the best way we're gonna give you. And we'll start in turn 1. And you see, 19's got a run on the back of the 81. Give him a bump. That 70, he's way out front. You know, being out front big time as plate tracks, bad news. Carson,
yeah.
He has that line open.
Blocking. Blocking.
81, just
Yep. Turn.
and,
Oh,
wow.
glitch.
Okay. The 70 hit the wall at such an angle. So there must be a little opening. I wonder if that's at the track opening. Yeah, right at the track opening. Right into the 31 of Robert Kubat. And everyone just nowhere to go.
Pits were open this time. We are going at 55 miles per hour.
Yeah,
for
that
the
reminded
rest of
me
the
a
field.
lot of just distance gone wrong and a little bit of blocking gone wrong. And that's, I'm not going to say it's a racing incident because I don't have the data, right, to know if it was or not. I don't have the telemetry. But from my vantage point, that's just inexperience. You chalked it up to inexperience. As watch Robert Kubat take this insane hit right here. Oh, goodness! He lost the camera feed. He gets a little bit into the fence, just a little bit. Is damage control realistic, or what's going on with that tonight?
Moderate. It always depends on how
Moderate, yeah.
gracious the game is to you. Go to the pit road line.
Yeah,
Looks like
we're
the
gonna-
31 is done for the day.
Well,
Unfortunately.
that was more than
Speaking of pit stops,
he's going to stay at.
yeah, he's gonna stay out. Interesting call.
Well,
Don't hate it.
you know what? I don't mind his that because guess what? I think these guys are ready to make it. They're ready to make it to the end of the race. There's Kubat, our first retirement of the night, I believe.
Garson looks like they're gonna be done for the day as well. Just unfortunate. They played it clean. The 81 just kind of put the best I can put it. You know, like you said, inexperience I guess could probably factor in, but kind of just didn't slow down. You know,
Well,
sometimes in these plate tracks you gotta manage your runs, and I guess at that point just wasn't really managed. That 70 hit that wall. It's just such a point. It caused such a bad wreck there.
And as you said, right, you hit it at a certain point. That was probably a crossover bridge. But, Zach, with this pit stop, you got to think, we're not done wrecking. This is already yellow, too. At this rate, anybody that pits here, we're thinking 2 more stops. There's no 3-stop race for you. Now, Aziz staying out, that's interesting. That's a track position call. Right, he was nowhere really in practice. We saw him doing some pit practice. Did multiple people stay out?
Yeah, it looks like him, 19 of Jelani Howell, 35 Trevor Davis, 24 Gino Bononi. And
Vargas?
60 to
yeah,
the back
Vargas
of the
and
field.
double
If
zero.
someone else got a black flag and I missed it,
Yeah,
they also go to the back of the field. Type
and
it in
Watts
chat
too,
so I can clear
champion.
it.
Alright, and our black flags are going to be actually the 60, 87, 11, and the 86. All black flags going to the back of the field.
I'm sure I missed a few, so just type them in the chat again. Okay, 86
Well,
to the back.
Zach, the guys that stand there are thinking, you know what, we haven't been at the front all night. Let's play some trap position, right? Because you saw right there as Solaris. Did he stay out?
Yeah, he stayed out.
Yeah, that's a trap position.
We are
for sure.
not going green this time. We'll be going green
Just that
next
Thomas
time.
made
by.
through there.
They're not going green this time. They're going to go green next time by, as he just said.
Actually, we're
Yep.
still going 70 miles per hour, so just keep pacing at 70.
I have to guess. I think the most recent car that pitted was either... I want to say the 47 or Cole Mather. Don't hold me on that, though. Because I think the 81...
Either Mather or Thomas. Yeah.
I believe the 81 who caused that wreck has fallen back considerably on pit road. We'll see how that works.
He got a penalty, or did he?
I don't believe he got a penalty. He just had a bad pit stop. Looks like that, and might have had some damage from when he hit that 7
Yep.
car.
Yeah, Mu Young's out. Mu Young's out. Was it just Kubat and Mu Young? That was it?
Yep, Kubat and Mu Young out of the race.
Oh,
my
we
standings-
apologize. That Solaris is still a lap down. He's not in the lead lap.
Hold on. Let me see what loops. Because he might have been just 1 down. Okay, yeah, no, he's 1 lap down. So hopefully they give him a wave around. If they don't, then I guess that's on him.
Yeah, we'll get the timing and the score. Of course, Jamison doing a great job in HQ and racing at the same time,
Yeah, nicely done.
as you said.
But in the lead right now, Jelani Howell, the 19. They're going to go green this time by.
Well, if you're Jelani Howe, Zach, it's almost the 3rd verse now. Hold the bottom, but really at this rate, the thing I've noticed so
we made it
far,
10 laps in,
you got to stay
going
on.
green
You got to
this
hug that
time.
thing. You almost have to
Exciting.
play qualifying trim. You have to hug that inside line. You don't want to venture a little bit. You leave a little space open. Someone's going to send it on the inside and take it and force you up in the high line. No one's going to be your friend because you've entered dangerous territory. The champ is here. Watts is here, and he has the experience. We talked about this. He was one of our picks. Or no, it's just my pick, right?
Yeah.
Did you pick Watts?
No, I
Yes, we are
It's
going
my-
green this
I
time.
picked Watts. Yeah, I went off the experience here. I think he could be someone to watch. And if you let him lurk around, the longer you let him lurk around, the
It
more
won't take
advantage he's going to
car
get
gaps
as the race wears out with
in
the EXP. So
quite
you take the
some-
restart call. I did the first 2. You got this one, buddy. Go for it.
Alright. Be a little patient.
Unless you want me to do it.
I can do it. It's just a long front straight. I'm giving some patience before.
You get me?
Jelani Howell, number 19 Toyota Domino car. That's not actually Domino. I don't know. But yeah, they're going to go lead us to the green here, lap 11, 57.
Control.
Is he gets the controls given, and green flag back in the air here at Talladega. Good start there for the 19. Oh, big wreck in the back. 18 car. Oh, that's
Oh
that's
no,
out.
it's Solaris. That's a that's a caution.
Ooh,
And we can't
big
get
plow.
started here tonight. Oh man, it's Perry.
Pace speed
They were
55.
I think that's-
Caution is out. Slow
Yeah,
down.
it's Solaris' night done, Zach. There's no way.
Might be able to get that thing back going, but we'll see. No, they got it back
It
going.
will.
All right, we'll see what happened. I think.
Oh man, this had to be someone. This had to be judging. Somebody made it like gear. Oh, he just got turned.
Looks like let's go helicopter cam and get a better idea. So didn't quite get a good start. 47 went high. Oh, he turned himself off his
man.
nose. And then 43 involved. Other than that, not a big wreck. I think the 39 plowed in, but other than that, barring any damage you got hit from the 39 in the wall, should be fine. It's on pit road actually now. Might have called a tow truck. So, makes me wonder.
Yeah, we'll chalk it up to a racing incident. Definitely, it looked like he got turned, but it could be the inexperience again as we have a little kerfuffle
On that note,
cool down
pits
right here.
open.
Now, is that you want to remind the fans about a caution cool down? Are we getting close to that or no?
He hasn't said yet. Kind of surprised he
Okay.
hasn't yet. But yeah, he said pits are open.
Well, now at this rate, if you're the leaders, you might as well stay out. You can make it to the end. You're not going to come in now.
Yeah.
There's no point.
Pace
Question
speed
is,
is.
you want to have as
we'll
fresh as
make
fuel
it
as
55
possible.
for this.
That
There
way,
might
if
be
anyone
some
pits,
time
you don't
needed
get
for
screwed over.
repairs.
And that's the mindset
55 miles per hour.
some of these guys are going to take. And I'd imagine there'd probably be more pitters and stay-outers. But looks like John Felber going to be the first of the people staying out. Mixed bag. That's good to see for strategy. John Felber.
The only thing I could think of is get some fresh tires here. So Felber. Well, we know the 47 was the first guy. We did say Matter might have been the first guy who stayed out came in last time. He may have stayed out. I think these guys may have stayed out. Now they're going to cycle to the front.
All right.
Or they're going to cycle to the back. The guys that came in last time are going to cycle to the front. That's what they're looking at
We
here.
got two different pit strategies, and I don't think either of them are going to make it to the end of the race right now. But
We're
could make
gonna
a
need
difference
rash.
if we get a caution cooldown, and that goes to a green flag run, which is plate track, kind of hit or miss on that. If we get green flag stops, this could get interesting in terms of this strategy. See John Anthony, he's back up here after that bad pit stop that time before.
88 to the backfield.
And black flags the 88 of Carl Childress. Looks like he's the only black flag.
I'm having a fun time recording this with you right now. Obviously, it's a little bit learning experience for me, but this has been a fun time so far. I'm still learning a lot, but I think it only get better as I do more of these races for sure. But so far, I think a lot of these guys are figuring out the drafting distance, understand the restarts, right, getting through the gears. It's fascinating, right? We have two different pitch strategies, but the key is when do we get that caution cooldown? Because I think that's where we're headed to. We'll restart the next lap after. We'll take another lap here on the pace. Let's give an update on Solaris. What we got on Solaris? Did he stay in? Give the fans an update right there.
It looks like he's still on pit
Okay,
road.
we will be
actually,
going green
and-
this time.
Repairs,
and
yeah, a lot of repairs. He may have had a lot of damage from the side when
this
Perry hit him.
inability to go
especially.
green, we're going to raise the pace speed even higher. So we're going 90 miles per hour on this restart. Bump it up to 90 now.
Yeah, he's just taking
Close,
his in
Jonathan.
there.
Close.
It looks like this is going to be the fastest restart of the race so far. They're going to raise the pace speed to 90 miles an hour.
There is no caution
Nice.
down on super speedways. So if we have a caution, we have a
Yeah,
caution.
speed up.
We go
Obviously,
90
this is
miles per
kind of
hour.
the. I guess you would say the art of trying to get this thing going cleaner. Are we gonna get a restart right here, or just
Yeah,
move
we're
this?
gonna go green this time.
Quiet
it looks
zone.
Like.
Oh yeah, they're spreading them out. It looks like a little bit, Zach. Here,
Yeah.
take the
they're-
call.
These drivers are advised to take a one-car gap, waiting for the
Control.
03 to give control. Green flag in the air. I just got a bit of news that I don't know if we're gonna like or not, but apparently, I guess I didn't know this, but for super speedways specifically, they don't have caution cooldown, so they may throw a wrench into things. But other tracks, they do have caution cooldowns. So
Okay, so
hopefully, they get their stuff together. But big gap between the field right now.
Well, that's not the worst thing if you're in that second pack, because they're going 3 wide here. Yeah, this could be trouble.
It could be. You don't want to go 3 wide.
It's Anthony again.
This is that second pack. Oh, big checker
oh,
by the 58.
Someone might be breaking down.
58, I'm not sure what's going on. Holy.
Great avoidance by the field right there. It starts with Kyle Watts. He the
Noah Hogard,
champ there. Is something wrong.
Not sure what's going on, actually. He could have had an engine failure or something. Not sure. We might see something in the chat from him soon. But that definitely messed up Blotto. And there's Michael Solaris. He's coming back on the track now. John Felber's still in the lead. You got Alexander
Caution
Brown.
is out. Caution is out.
Watch Solaris. Make sure he's. Caution
So is out now.
that was in a wreck for 24th place.
What happened here
because
in a
people
wreck?
need to go 4 wide. There are a couple cars that I can blame for that, but I'm
Cam.
not going to name names. I'm just going to say,
Is
if
it
you're going
involved?
4 wide,
Oh yeah, it does.
think about
Sort
whether
of
you
4
actually
wide
need
got
to
it
do
wrong.
that.
Oh man.
Calridge. I'm
That
going
ain't
to
gonna
name
end
names.
well.
You're one of those people who forced it 4 wide.
That is not gonna end well. What happened here?
Looks
Yep.
like 4
Have a
wide.
little bit
Dixon,
of
full splitter.
self-preservation before complaining about other people not having self-preservation.
Calridge
I
there.
don't care
GG in the
if you are
GG in the
faster.
middle.
Being faster does not make it mean that it's
Dixon,
safe to
yeah,
go
you can
4
see right
wide.
there, Zach. Oh yeah,
It's up this
GG
time.
kind of swerves into Calridge,
Okay.
and then it's the crescendo effect. They're going to Constantine
It's
right
closed
here.
since people
Dixon
missed.
goes up a
It's
little
closed.
bit. Calridge has nowhere to go, and that's how.
For the person who went into the pits, just pass through and come out. This is
Well,
fine.
Zach, another caution. Welcome to another pit cycle. Here we go.
And looks like 67 might have been a fault for that one, but re-rack him back up, and I think eventually we'll get
If you're willing to take that responsibility, then I will not complain.
They're
But
pitting now,
like I
Zach?
said, just have some self-preservation.
Someone is just disconnected, Zach.
I'm looking to see.
Servito.
All right, yeah, the 58 did blow an engine, so they're out of the race for that reason. I believe John Felber's still in the lead after that, leading some good
He
laps here.
stayed out.
Well, this in Daytona, in terms of caution cooldowns not being a thing, throws a wrench into things I did not think would be, but I guess that's something I didn't keep in mind.
Nah, no worries, man.
Looks like the 11 who was involved in that accident got a black flag, so they're going to be at the back regardless. No gain, no loss there for them.
It's hard to really know who's a contender, Zach. We've had no real run. That's the thing. It's almost it's another guy. Let's look at that leaderboard. Who's left here? You got a lot of retirements now, starting to add up. Solaris, I think, still fixing damage.
Yeah, Slyer's still in the race. They're just trying to run what they can, and Nico Servideo has called it a night in that 4 car.
Yeah, not a big surprise there.
Everyone's still in it. Phil Parker currently in last place.
That could change, though. Anything can happen in this race.
Yeah, he started up in the top 10. Yeah, he could end up in the top 10. Hopefully we get some
Where's
green
Cole?
runs going.
Colruyt was a big one. We talked about Colruyt. I haven't seen much of him.
I think it's just another one
Just
of the
that-
strategy things. He's kind of not really been in control of his strategy.
Still up there, though.
Yeah, he's still top 15. Some guys fuel saving sounds like.
Pits are open this time.
Well, we talked about this, right? Can you stretch it on 2 instead of 3 stops? And are we going green this time?
Now they're gonna
Or
go
gonna
pits
pit.
this time by, and next time we should be going green.
All right, let's see if Felber will pit. I think the 47, the Mather might. Yeah,
Good, our pit lane
I think he's
two.
going to be the first one. Yep, first one will be
Yep.
Mather. He's pitting.
Mather, Noah, a lot of guys staying out. Hez Hill in the 59, Jerry Cook, a lot of guys in the back I'd imagine. Got nothing to lose.
Dixon.
Dixon, Jamison,
Well-
Smith.
This would be extra insurance, I guess, of just making sure you stay on 2. I think you can make it on 2 stops. I just don't see a way.
Yeah.
You can't with those caution laps.
Yeah.
Of course, fuel saving on an online game, it's make sure you put the clutch in.
100%.
Try to run as low as you can, get the fuel pickup on the bottom. I'm sure some guys will probably dip below the apron. You'll see that.
Not sure if the whole dip below the apron strat works to all fruition in this game, but iRacing it works pretty well. But the clutch works. That definitely saves your gas, but the whole apron on this game I don't believe works. People will still try it though.
Give me all the technical knowledge here on a Friday night. Someone did it. Someone did it right there. A little bit.
Yeah, I think we had Carl Childress down there fuel saving. Yep. Him and Noah Degenhart and Kez Hiller. And keep in
Unless
mind,
they came off pit road.
Yeah, those guys just came out of pit road, but I'd still be fuel saving as well. Who knows? Because as far as I as far as I understand, I think the soonest you could say you have enough to make it to the end. So we got 18 lap fuel tank, 57 lap race. I think. Not really quick with math, but say about lap 39 or so, lap 40. If you want to be real good, lap 41 be the time to be that cutoff.
We do not do cooldowns at super speedways. As terrible as this is, I'm not going to make it worse.
Well, Zach, right now we're at the not the halfway point. We're about at the third of the way. Third of the way through now, right? We're getting close to it. I haven't yet to see any consistency, and once again, it's going to come down to.
What's going on? We got beef.
Whoa!
What is
Anthony
going on?
and 26, they're rubbing doors.
We're going green this
there?
time. We're going 90 miles per hour. Please do not go 120 miles per hour.
Brown
like
Anthony,
last
we'll watch
time.
that come on the road. Well, we do have rules on that, Zab. We do have some rules if we start seeing beef, as they are now being advised to go 1 car length, I believe, on the restart.
Yeah, 1 car length. Gaps. The speed is supposed to be 90. The leader's holding 90. The guys in between aren't, so not the leader's fault if things don't
No.
come
Still
to
quiet
fruition.
zone.
Quiet zone. He's going to lead us to the green here.
Control.
I'll take the next restart, Zab, for sure. Now that I understand it's 90, I'm starting to understand a little more.
All right, green flag back out. 03 gets a good start.
Oh.
A lot of guys don't.
Oh, Zab, we got a problem in the back. We got a big problem. Someone got separated from the pack. I saw that corner of my eye. Way at the back, last car. Someone got separated.
Or no, that's Colton Kalovich.
Yeah, he jammed on the brakes, but looks like he's good now.
Yeah, just a lot
Maybe
of
not be the
guys-
worst. May not be the worst thing. We're gonna get in there a caution, knowing these guys. We got some people complaining about pace speeds. Okay.
And I'm hoping Kalovich don't lose the pack here. He has dropped a ton. Having to
He'll
slow
be all right,
down.
Zach. I think we might have a caution coming up. We'll go back to the front. We saw 3 wide before he panned out,
Yep, there's
and they spelled it out a little bit.
Felber still in the lead. We got who's in the 49? I don't recognize that. It's Ruby Estes in the 49.
Estes, yep. One of the people that was in the GOGH, go or go home.
Yeah, ended up qualifying pretty well. I think they qualified in the
Well,
top
if you're
10.
Felber right here, Anthony, who's the 26 again, Zach? Sorry about that.
That is Alexander Brown.
Brown, you're right in line. There's no point to make a move.
I think the 81 just
Never mind.
didn't quite hold their line on exit. Allowed Gino Bononi to get underneath, and Ruby Estes as well. So John's probably going to get freight trained here.
No, if you're John, you almost tell the guys, hey, let's settle a little, let's ride. Well, let's not be stupid, right? Take your time here. I'm not sure how driver communication works if it's old school, but you ride in line, lock some laps, because if you can distance from your pack and maybe have a 10-15 car race, it's better than 30. Right as Watts comes up there now. As you can see, Anthony trying to get back in line. He will just get back in line. No!
98
Didn't
got
clear
him.
himself.
Almost wrecked himself there, and he's got the 17.
Yeah, you know what? He's trying to get keyboard warrior. Just try to get behind the 17. He'll have plenty of gap right here.
Yeah,
He'll get in line right now.
Tola is back there behind him. He's in there, nice and gently. Looks like Skylar Calories is 67 underneath the yellow line briefly there. Not sure what their plan was. Currently in
There's
P15.
Phil.
Yeah, Phil Parker. He's already not in last anymore, which I guess is good. Granted, that part of that, and due to that restart, that was absolute havoc for a lot of guys. And unfortunately, it might be, you know, not good for the end of the race, because the longer you don't have that track position, I feel like, is the worse off you are. But on
It
the
will
other
be.
side of
Right
that
now,
token, if you don't have that, if you have that track position, you lose it, you're also screwed.
Well, the only good thing about these guys staying, what, 4 or 5 seconds back is, well, never mind. They didn't take my advice. They're dice. That's the thing. Will they stay patient? No. That's the problem, right? The guys at the front, if they want to play this right, you stay patient, you ride in line, you settle this out about 15 to go, 10 to go. We're not going to see that tonight. You can see they're being aggressive. Oh, never mind. There's a reason why they're being aggressive. That's Rodriguez and Watts up top. They're trying. See, those guys are trying something. And they're making hay. They made some hay.
Yes, this is up there in the 49. They won the CSCA Daytona opener a few months back. Off of a strategy very similar to what they're doing right now. Oh, looks like a little warp by Filber.
Yeah, right now you can see is that Rodriguez and Watts just had the most experience. They're the Pied Pipers. People are trying to follow in there. Let's go on board with Rodriguez. I want to see how Cole Rodriguez is pushing here. Yep, the pipe. There it is. That Pied Piper theory. Boy, that's the art of the bump trap. But we'll tap. Get off them. We'll tap off them in the corner. Usually that side draft now. Stay in line. They're going to get to the front. This is a great execution move here by Cole Rodriguez on how to art of the side draft and also the art of the push and bump trap.
I'd also like to mention one thing about this league and netcode and all that. One thing is just a universal no-no in this is don't push in the corners, and that includes the tri-oval. And when that happens, about 90% of the time the car in front spins out. We got 2 lines right here on lap 22:57.
Yeah, you need some experience there to really lead the line. You got some experience leading the line. Those 2 guys, Rodriguez, Watts, those are the guys to watch.
3-time NARL champion Gino Bononi is taking the lead on the top line.
And Gino, there's a lot of experience here. The guys right there in the second pack, they're not in the worst spot, though, because there will be someone that probably will pop in one of these lanes. And they almost wrecked it right there in the front.
Looks like they did. The 17.
Yeah, called that one. That's going to be a caution, I think.
Oh,
it's Dixon! Yeah, it's going to be somebody in the fence. That's a caution. Well, I saw that coming, Zach. That was a little KT school read right there.
Somebody's upside down. That is the...
It's Dixon, yep.
Wow. Well,
Let's get a replay.
Yeah, we'll get a replay real quick. I would just do the
That wasn't
same
our
thing,
longest green flag run. Longest green flag run of the run was that 4 or 5 lap run. Let's see here. So the start at the 17, I think, was it?
Yeah.
Of Rodriguez. Oh yeah. Got turned, I think.
Helicopter briefly, and then looks like
Yeah, back up a little bit. Ooh, did he come up?
Looks like he had some bumper grab. Yep, 81.
Oh yeah.
That's the second one. The 81.
Anthony again.
And then nowhere to go. He's on the brakes fully, and then just nothing he can do. Jeff could
Nah,
have had something to do there, but ultimately,
Perry again. Oh man, he's been in everything. Yeah, it's just unfortunate that we were just getting our rhythm too right there, and I'm sure the officials will say something to Anthony. Yeah, Vargas. It appears he'll be under scrutiny right there under investigation.
Yeah, that'll definitely be. One thing they do every week after the races and before the races the next week, they do penalty reports, and some of these guys might not be racing next week. It looks like Gino Bononi was leading at the time I can't speak. Gino Bononi was leading at the time of caution, and he's going to be holding the lead.
Well,
pit road's open.
Thing is, Zach, now it's pit road, right? I don't know who's staying out, right? You think you can't make it from here on one stop, so you pit. Someone's on the apron
this time.
If I had to guess, that 14 car might be saving fuel. I don't know if he's going to pit or not. Like pit road is now open. We will see. I imagine not a lot of people will be staying out because this might be, one of those things where, like, in Felber's case, he had a great idea staying at that one point, and now everyone pitting now. I think it's a good strategy in terms for the 03, but gotta, you want to have as much fuel as you can towards the end of the race, and some of these guys pull those strategies like, hey, well, wait a minute. Some of them don't. Move my pit road one camera. It's like the 83 not doing too good right now. Battle out of pit road. Looks like
Yeah,
Gino Bononi.
Yeah, Bononi got there first. Dixon's still fixing the old pole sitter.
Yeah, his day might be done. That 83 car. Speaking of, let's check up on our DNFs. Looks like the only cars is DNF since then is the 60 of 60. The Alley Lack. Yeah, Alley Lack and the 60
Yeah,
has
it's what.
DNF'd. And it looks like the 83 has called it a
24
day.
to the back of the field.
Well, Zach, we have to go
24
back.
to the
And
back
you
of
look
the
at
field.
Dixon lap 2. Remember, he decided to go up to the top lane instead of holding at the bottom and got caught in the hornet's nest. The chickens with the head cut off. That's how it works sometimes.
Pace
As,
speed
who's
is
that again?
55 right now.
That is Villano, last running car right now. Looks like people that got black flags right now is the 84 of Crystal Bennett. Only black flags so far. I believe Gino Bononi, also the person that won the battle off pit road, also got a black flag.
Oh boy, that has to be speeding.
Yep, speeding for the
39 to the back.
84 and the 24. And
Anthony's good. Mark Anthony good, or John Anthony good.
check on him real quick. Looks like he is good. They're getting everything sorted out right now, position-wise, figuring out where everyone needs to be. The 39 also got a black flag of Gavin Perry. So if that were the case, I believe Ruby Estes is going to come out with the lead.
Bumping up the pace speed to 80
Oh boy,
miles per hour.
Zach, that is a
80.
dangerous
We'll
combo.
be taking
Watch
lead on this
Rodriguez
time
P2-3.
at
That
80.
is. Oh boy.
Defending champ and
Those two, I think, are gonna.
Go ahead
Speedway
and
superstar.
get your gaps again.
I tell you right now, Zach, if they get to the front, they're not going to relinquish this lead. These two have been the most experienced tonight as the game is lagging on me.
Quiet zone.
still lagging for you.
Zach? Bad, yeah.
Well, let me go. Well, we'll get this restarted with and all.
Oh boy.
Still lagging.
Control.
Yeah, I can barely see now.
I'll check the stream here in a second. Ruby Estes is good.
Are we green flag, Zach?
Yeah, we're green. I want to find a certain point where I can get you fixed, but I don't want to take away from the race.
Nah, it's good now. It's good. Maybe it was just a spike.
All right. Oh,
I
right
can
from
live
the
with
back.
it for now. Oh, it's Anthony
Caution's
again!
Out. Caution's out.
Jerry
Full exposure.
Cook.
Oh, we got a car upside down. Oh my god, hard hook for Phil Parker, Jerry Cook, Solaris is in it almost.
39
That
car.
was,
The
He avoids
caution
it.
is out. Where are you going?
Yeah, that had to be Anthony
Pits
again.
are open this time.
He's the first one. I don't know if he caused it, but oh boy, a bit of a rough night for him.
Yeah, that's his third wreck caused tonight.
Let me see.
So actually, the 67 went 3 wide again. They were already called out
I
for
would
doing
recommend
that.
trying to make
Oh,
it
actually,
through
Oh, no,
a
it wasn't Anthony's
speed
fault.
that is
No.
less than twice the speed
Oh,
of everyone in front of you.
67 just came up. He maybe hit the apron.
I'm gonna have to go helicopter to get a good idea on this one.
Skylar hit the apron there. Let's see. There's
I
Colton.
think he might have had help
Skylar
from
hit
Jerry.
the-
Oh no, that was just Warp wrecked. Yeah. Then Jerry taking a hard hit there in the 86. Might be engine damage for him. Trying to sit back in the pack and hold a good race, and unfortunately got involved in a wreck. Ooh, 39 almost. Man, holy.
These guys are just they're not able to get up the rhythm, Zach. We're halfway through the race basically now, because we're not halfway. We're almost halfway.
I think Jerry has a
But we're
flat.
almost halfway through, and
Jerry getting some
Jerry.
fresh tires there. I believe Gino still had, or no, Gino didn't have the lead. I believe Ruby still had the lead. But
Okay, Solaris,
never
I'm
got a
going
good
to
idea.
put you back on the lead lap since you.
Yes, is in the lead. No one really was able to make a move.
Get them back, so hold on a moment.
Well, now at this rate, like I said,
Left to the back.
if we get a green flag run and Watson Rodriguez lead, they can take the lead all you want, but you got to make sure your friends are ducks in a row. And we just had not had any consistency on the ducks in a row.
Also, the
Some guys using the apron to save fuel. I think they're trying that now.
Lucky dog.
Let's take a look at our black flags, see if we have any. It looks like
Oh,
the 11 got bipped again.
There we go.
62 said, "So we take a nap." It's funny.
59 coming up pit road. 18 finally getting his laps back. for
Repeat that question 6 or 7. I missed it.
the race. Looks like the 84 Crystal Bennett has called it a day.
You are now retired now.
Zach, can you type?
I can type actually, yes.
Let's do a little in-race reporter. Let's ask Kyle Watts, the champion. See if he can type some. If he's on the chat,
Yeah,
ask him. Ask him his thoughts on the race so
During
far.
towing. There's
I'd
no way
better
for me to
not.
tell how many laps should be given back for.
I'd rather not ask
Right.
him mid-race. I might
Okay, but the pace speed up
ask
to
him
70
to see
miles
if he
per
wants
hour
to
again.
go into a post-race interview though.
At 90, 80.
Yeah, that'd be a
80,
good idea.
80 miles per hour.
I'll see how.
Gotta
that
try to
goes.
spice it up a little bit.
Drivers
You know?
get off the apron onto the racing line. We are going to attempt to
As,
go green this
oh.
time at 80 miles per hour.
Where's Rodriguez? They picked.
I don't think we'll be able to do it this time, so we're
Rodriguez
not
right
going to
behind
bother. We're going to go green next time by,
Oh,
but
okay.
maintain
Where's
80
Watts?
miles per hour.
He might have
and
pitted.
keep holding it at that speed. And on the
Wow.
track.
So Kyle Watts,
Or no, what happened to Watts? Did he fall out?
he done?
I don't see him on my thing. 67
That'd
coming
be a
out pit
turn.
road. I'm not sure what happened to the 21. He's saying he's still on the
Go
track.
back to the chat. Go back to the chat. That says Kyle game crash.
All
Kyle.
right.
Wow.
Yeah, unfortunate. From second place. That throws a wrench into things.
Now that will. That's the commentator's curse.
Stuff happens. Hey, it's the first
Oh, boy.
broadcast. What are you gonna do? 67 black flag for
All
speeding.
right.
I forgot to
Well,
turn my yellow flag thing.
now it's Cole Rodriguez's chance. There's Kyle Watts was probably going to be the guy to challenge, and now he's not here. You got to think Cole Rod's going to be the guy. He has to be the man of the hour.
Thing is, he's got to have help. Got Jelani Howell and Benjamin Amati. What's her name? The 93 was Benjamin. Was it Armati? Yeah, it was
Armati, yeah.
Amati. Benjamin Amati. The Amati. I'm gonna butcher that name so bad. I apologize. ACH Richer also appear in the top 5. Jonathan Salas. So I mean, at the moment, at least from what I'm able to
I
gather,
am seeing the
I
middle
don't
of the
know
field
if he has
is
quite the
getting
help that he would need.
so
but we'll
terribly
see.
bunched up and not at 1 car gaps and not going 80 miles per hour. So please fix that. We're going green this time.
So we're green this time.
Yeah, well, now at this race, Zach, it comes down to what can Cole Rod do? Obviously, Kyle Watts, big loss
Quite so.
right there.
He has reconnected in the service, so he'll be in the back of the pack.
Okay, so he's not out of this thing yet.
Control.
We never know. He could come back up. You never know. Well, it's gonna be S13. Oh! Jeez, oh, I'm glitching out again.
All right, my bad. I thought something happened.
No, it's lagging again. It's all right.
Might just be restarts that are bad.
Yeah, restarts are killing me. We've had so many tonight.
Those start getting bad till recently.
Well, Estes Rodriguez leading as we're trying
Caution is
to.
out.
Oh, caution's out again.
Caution is out.
Oh no!
Oh, he is mad. Holy.
Okay.
Who's that?
Cameron Jamison is upset.
We are going to
Yeah, this is
implement
kinda
a
getting
rule,
this-
which is that if
what-
there is a wreck
Kyle Watts?
in the last 25 positions,
like
or
it.
past the last 25 positions,
Oh no! No,
going
what?
green
Is that
with that.
Anthony?
Again,
Is that
yeah.
the 5th incident he's been? Oh man, it's
to open
Solaris
this
this time.
if you need to
Start
kill
with
yourself
Solaris, he
to
came
get
up.
26th place, do so out of the way.
Goodness. Okay. So new rule just implemented by the league owner. Any crashes that happen from, I believe, 25th on back will not result in the yellow because most of them have been in the back. So it looks like it's on a restart.
Yeah, this is Solaris just came up and hit the apron. There it is.
Dang. That straight turned him. Wow.
And Anthony gets turned and nowhere to go.
Watts really screwed over that game crash. Skyler, Blotto.
Yeah,
That might be
Oh,
a race ender for
oh.
Watts. Not what you wanted to see. He had such a good race going. Game crashed on him, and I didn't have a chance to show what he had. Because someone.
Yeah,
had
exactly.
to-
I think this is the right move from the league. Or I got to applaud here because this is kind of getting ridiculous now. We understand cautions, mistakes happen, but this is kind of getting tough to watch. I see some of the fans are not happy. Some of the racers are not.
Yeah.
So they're frustrated. They want to get some green flag run. At least 10. At least
I'm
if you
really
can't get 20,
entertained
at least
by
10
being
laps. That'd
on
be
the
nice. to see.
apron, but the entertainment has ended. Get back on the track.
Yeah. So, pit road, I believe. What part of the track are they on? I believe it's going to be open this time around. And once they go green with this new rule, if any wrecks happen between cars that are 25th on back, we won't have a caution for them.
Right, bump the pace speed up to 80 miles per hour. We will be holding that until
Now I have
green.
no idea what the
And
pit
again,
strategy would be.
there's
These
a wreck
Well-
past position 25. Too bad we're going without you.
So at this point, I did the math. If it's good or not is going to be dependent on how it executes. But for the most part, I think lap 40 is that lap you would need to have to be able to make it to the end of the race confidently. Now you could see some guys stretch it, maybe try
Okay,
lap
I will give both
37,
laps back. Do
36,
not
heck
change
maybe even
positions, just
35
stay where you are.
to pit and save under any potential yellows that happen and make it to the end of this race on fuel. Yeah, lap 36 to 30 or lap 36 to 40, 41ish would be that
I mean
frame
that if you're
of
in
time.
26th, 27th, or beyond, you are not going to be bringing out a caution at all.
Only the top
Quite
25 will count for that. Oh, it actually looks like they might have already pitted and I didn't notice, but they're going green this time.
Well, at this race, Zach, it comes down to. Well, they're going green this time, Zach?
Apparently, yeah.
Wow. Well, I'm
Control.
surprised. Well, I guess they didn't abide by the one gap rule, huh? The one car length rule.
Some of them did, some of them didn't. Again, anything
As we
26
get
on back.
on.
That says 14 and Tall as is. He's been kind of off pace today, I've noticed. Oh, it looks like the zero car, Jarrett Gravois, warping like crazy there. It looks like he's got that figured out.
That would be a caution if somebody midfield at 15th. That would be a contender.
That zero
Man, he's
car
really
is
warping.
really struggling. It looks like he finally, I don't know, he's still... They might ask him to drop to the back or call it Rookie of the Year for season
Oh, I can't see him
13.
now.
Holy moly, that is scary. Not where you want to be.
Okay.
Oh,
Let's
goodness.
follow him.
Zero
Yeah,
car,
I think
you
that
need to
park
stay
was that.
as slow on the track as you can because you are warping terribly right now.
Alright, asking the zero car to go as
Thank
low
you.
as
Just
possible.
stay down. Other cars that are behind him go up. Alright, that
crash.
was in the top 25 caution tower.
They finally wrecked, and it's because the zero car was warping.
Well, that's got to be a caution. That needs to be a
Yes,
caution.
caution's out.
They threw the caution for it because it was inside the
You know,
top
that one I
25.
don't mind. You got even if he was past 25th, I think I'd rather throw one there, get him off the track because we don't need a hazard like that right now.
Yeah.
That would be a good caution regardless. I think Jamison would do the same thing. If he was 27, just get him off the track, throw the caution. It's safer.
So this screwed over Jerry, and ultimately, yeah,
Too many to count.
just
That's just sad. That's just
Yeah.
bad.
internet right into Vargas and Noah Hill. It looks like Phil
Phil
got
Parker again.
some
Yeah,
help
man.
from Skyler. Somehow the 18 didn't get involved. He's always been close to those. Gavin Perry taking a big tumble there. That 67 car is taking an interesting route out of that wreck.
Pit's open.
It looks like Kyle Watt's actually still in the race. That's good. I did not check where we were at in terms of people out of the race. Is Ruby S still leading? It looks like it. Pit road's
Yes.
open. Some guys are
Never
staying
mind.
out.
Yeah, now. And I feel like we're at the casino now. We're playing roulette. I don't know who is going to
Yeah, it looks like
capture the flag here. I have no idea what's going on. Is that Felber?
Yep, Felber stays out again with the 47 or the 43 is Steph Thomas, 81 of John Anthony, and the 22 of Colton Kalovich. And everyone else just comes in to pit road. out
Here's
of
the
pit
guy
road.
in Anthony, man.
Rodriguez beats out Ectus.
Rodriguez might be.
Estes.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Zach. Anthony's been to the ringer.
47
The fact that he's even in the top 5 of pitch strategy just shows you it's gonna be a battle of perseverance tonight. There's no doubt.
Yeah. Question is, can the quote perseverance persevere beyond the point of avoiding wrecks? We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, well now you know at a certain point, I know he's done an incredible job tonight. I think he goes.
It looks like Estes is in front of Cole. I think Cole beat him. But I guess maybe Cole let Estes by is what I'd have to guess. But I'm pretty sure the 91 beat the
39 to the back.
49 out of pit road. I could go back and look actually, but I think at this point it wouldn't really matter. But yeah, John Felber stays out again. Steph Thomas, I don't believe has he stayed out before?
Who's that?
Steph Thomas in the 43. Has he stayed out before? Is what I'm wondering. I don't know if you would know.
I think he did. I think on the first caution. First caution, he might have. Yeah.
Yeah, John Anthony, we see him up front. It looks like Colton Kalovich, who stayed out, has elected to drop to the back. It looks like, if I had to guess.
Well,
Pace speed up to 80
not the worst
miles
move
per
at
hour.
this rate.
Zero.
Yeah. And Ruby Estes currently the highest
Might
running
be going
guys
green
that
this
pitted.
time, assuming the car behind us can catch
Probably
up.
Rodriguez,
We'll
I thought.
find out when we
Estes.
get
One
closer.
thing I will say is that though, I know Jamison's probably on this. I'm not too worried about it. But maybe as
Wait for Kez.
if for Kaz to catch up, he's going 160 now. He's just going to send it, probably get to the back of the pack. You wonder here
Okay.
if
So, going green
maybe
this
you
time,
go
quite
top
simple.
20 now. You start thinking later in this race, top 20, top 15. As Felber's going to lead us back to green here. 90 miles per hour, about a gap for the car. We're going to watch Anthony. He's been the keyboard warrior, so let's see how he does in the start. Rodriguez, Estes
Control.
might leave a little extra gap. I wonder if they would. Here we go. Felber gets in the restart zone, and we're green flagging. I called it, Zach. Anthony a little bit slow down the get-go. You can see it.
Yeah, he's already throwing some blocks there in the 49. Well, it wasn't aggressive, but
Looks like we got a
top line open.
Zach, I think we got a cleaner start here. This is probably the cleanest start in a long time. This is definitely cleaner.
A spectator for a little bit just to make sure. See the entire track from this view.
Oh, Cole gonna make a move.
Let's go helicopter real quick actually. See how Cole coming up with Alexander Brown.
They're following him.
Not a
They're
lot of
following.
help. Not a lot of help, but if you get enough
Oh, he's
checkups on
getting
that
it. He's
bottom,
getting it now.
the 81 being disadvantaged with keyboard might also factor in. He's gonna get a decent exit here, but can he get enough run? Steph Thomas goes high.
Yeah, they're. Oh, there's a check up in the bottom. A little bit. They're gonna block now. Blocking game.
Very wide. ACH in the middle. John Felber still leading. Can he hold the middle?
No. No. Well, Cole's gonna ditch Thomas. Here comes Estes, so it's gonna be Estes and Rodriguez now. They're gonna try to make a run. Felber's gonna block the top right here. Spotter's probably telling him. Yep.
Too many
Spotter.
people going pretty
Heck, what's
wide right
that?
now.
Himself.
Tall as this.
Where's
going
Estes
pretty
go?
wide.
Huge run coming.
Yeah, big run on the top.
Huge run coming from Estes. Yep. A huge run
Thompson
from
will fall
Estes
back.
now. Rodriguez doing a great job. They'll probably draft a little bit right here before they get to the travel. This mini straight.
Trying to push in the tri-oval. Johnny Anthony can't quite
Yeah, a little
keep his line steady on that bottom. He's going to allow this top line, despite not having as many cars, be a bit faster. That and John are going to lose a little bit of Felber. I guess you got two Johns on the bottom. You got Felber and Anthony leading this bottom line.
Watch this. Watch this. Rodriguez just a little trail brake right there. He dragged the brake. As Anthony nearly he almost got wrecked.
Oh,
They're pushing
93.
aggressively inside.
Yeah, Jelani
They
Howell.
almost wrecked.
Yeah, Jelani Howell
What-
does not want to be behind that 81 car. And Ruby Estes has taken the lead.
Yeah, that's all Cole Rod right there. Some more people disconnect.
Looks like Gino
Connect
Bononi.
and disconnect.
Gino Bononi actually fell out. But he's rejoined, so unfortunately he's going to be at a disadvantage for the rest of this race. To be fair, oh goodness, ACH kind of close. No TV2, I feel like that has a broader perspective for the most part.
Yeah, we'll go back. 21 to go here. This is It's getting good now. That last 20 laps of this race is. I think the top 2 right here have a really good chance. I know Kyle Watts is still in this race.
Yeah. Might have damage, but he's still in the pack.
Yeah, he's on the outside right there. He's got a shot. As they almost do wreck again. There's Jamison on the outside. He's going to try to lead with the help of.
Oh, wreck.
Oh, there's the wreck. Just called it again.
It's a closed.
Trevor Davis.
That's a caution. That was top 20. That was
Yep.
top 20. That's a caution.
Yeah, they threw the
It's a
yellow
close.
for it. Not a horrible run there. Could have been longer, but this
That's
right here, I
exactly what.
think. Oh, it looks like he's stuck in the grass. Tires went down. He's gonna have to call a tow truck, unfortunately, in the 35 car. And
There's the toe.
yeah, was Cameron involved in that?
No, I think he avoided that. I think it started a little bit ahead of ahead of him. Yep,
Looks like. Oh, he had help.
or behind him. Excuse me.
93 just straight up went through him pretty much.
He just punt them. He just punt them. Yeah.
We'll go helicopter. Get a good idea. He might have had some help from.
It could have
Cam
been.
Smith.
Nah, you know what's that? I don't know if it was Cam's fault. Was watch this. Watch the inside line stack up. He tries to get in line. They stack up a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
There's a little movement up top.
Cam
That's
backs
racing.
off.
That's just racing. Yep.
Cam backs off. 93
Yeah.
doesn't back off. It's one of those things like you gotta find when you need to back off, and 93 just didn't. Unfortunately.
Yeah. Telemetry would tell me inside line just couldn't keep it steady.
Unfortunately, with NR and live standings, you don't really get live telemetry unless it's from the actual driver.
Nah, we're just guessing here, but you would think, my bad. Since someone said my bad, so it's.
Alright, getting reports from Jonathan Ward that he is hungry. Find it funny he's driving a car sponsored by food. I'd imagine he'd be very hungry in that car right now. So,
Okay.
this, I think, for
Give him
some
a
people,
snack.
might be the money stop. Now, granted, I know it's a little early, but you gotta remember, we've had a lot of cautions.
It's
If
open
that
this time.
No, till
If
plenty.
if that trend stays, this I think is the money stop, and you might be able to save enough laps to make it to the end from here. I forget who was leading. Who
Here we
was-
go.
Who,
20. We've had about 7, 8 cautions tonight. Easy.
yeah, Ruby S is coming in. I don't imagine anyone would stay out at this point. This I think is the money stop.
Well, let's watch Cole Rob versus Estes. They've been now the 2 guys guys and gals, I think, right?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
S is taking that lower line on the pit road. I'm not sure where they qualified. Yeah, I guess that worked out.
Cole obviously qualified P2, and Estes top 5, 4th. No pole sitter, so he's got an open boxes. Just
Looks
feel, wow!
Fuel only for that 91. Jelani Howell, Alexander Brown,
Estes.
Troxel, Aziz, and Estes losing a ton of spots
Yeah.
there. As I don't think
Yeah.
they had fuel only on their ideas there.
No, I went for some tires, but I think
Back
they
to
also
back.
checked up in the. Go back to that replay, Zach. I'm pretty sure he or she checked up
41 to the back.
in the pit. You can see there's a little bit of a clutch. It just clutched in. Go back. I saw a little bit of a hesitation. It might have checked up actually, trying to get out of the box a little bit.
Let's go.
Okay.
I guess helicopter would be the way to go.
Yeah, I just saw that a little bit. Watch this.
Tires
a
would do
little
it though. Oh yeah.
There's a little slight hesitation. I saw that. So enters the box pretty clean. But
Oh
watch
yeah.
this.
They were outside of the box. They missed their box.
Hawkeye system, baby. That's what we're talking about, and that's what the holdup was. Yep.
Yep. And that cost them the race potentially. They had the same. They actually did have the fuel only strat. They just missed their box. Unfortunate. That's gonna
Yeah,
drop
it's
them down to 11.
Costly error right there.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Well, not the worst error, but definitely an error you don't want to be making on the money stop for sure.
It looks like
Right, we will
Black
be going
flags from
green
the
this
9,
time. Pace
41,
speed is 80 miles per
and I think
hour,
that's it.
80.
going green this time. We got a new leader. One of your picks.
Yeah, Cole Rob, baby. With both of our picks, right?
I didn't. Yeah, we both picked him. Yeah.
There's Hal again, Jelani. Hey, Hal's doing a really good job all night, staying out of trouble.
Brown's been up here a few times, and this is the highest I've
Brown,
seen.
yep, Brown.
Is and Thomas Troxel up here, both in the top 5 right now. Both are really good.
Looks
pit
like
strategy.
we'll fuel saving. Fuel saving right here. Yep.
Oh yeah, 100%. If you can fuel save,
We-
do it. Because
You-
if you don't, you're probably gonna
Quite
make
so.
it.
You going green this time?
You can do it if you want. Yeah, we're going green this time.
Cole Rodriguez, a perennial favorite at the start of the night. On the front row, Dixon's out. We talked about the front row. He's the last survivor of that front row. We're back into the go restart zone. Colrod, the experienced man, looks to go for another win. We're green flag back again at Talladega.
Yeah, lap 39.57. This is where things start to get interesting, because theoretically, if we get more cautions, well, even if you do get more cautions, you can pit, but making it to the end from the front is definitely a realistic thing right now, if we stay green.
Well, right now, Zach, the Pied Piper's out in front. Cole Rodriguez is not going to do anything. He's going to hug that line. If he sees a run, going to block it. And the guy's battling fifth on back. He's just going to let these four break away.
I wonder if that 14 is having issues, because he just has not been like up to pace at all this race. I mean, granted, he's not off pace, but you know, he's definitely lacking a bit in the speed for sure. I'm not wondering if that's just a bad start or something else
Maybe
happened.
some damage?
Maybe
Maybe some
could-
transmission damage?
Could definitely be some damage, but if they can stay in the draft, they should be all right.
Yeah, Felber wants to get past Aziz here as fast as he can, but he needs help, and he's got no help. And now the sucker, trying. Oh, someone's glitching, warping. Is that
Nah, it's actually
Mather?
the server a little bit. Oh,
Almost.
I think it just looked bad because of the camera angle. A little
Everyone's getting in line. They're filing in here. There comes Felber. He's trying, but there's just no help.
Yeah. Gotta give him props though.
No,
Led a lot of laps.
you gotta give him props, and I think patience is the key. The problem is that when Rodriguez was in the middle of the pack, Watts, the experienced guy, Estes, in a sense, they almost knew what to do. I just don't see anybody being able to formulate a run right now. I think you better ride in line. 10 to go if you're in the top 10. Then you start duking it. You can't go 5 to go, but 10 to go is probably the right move. I think 5 might be a little too early.
They're by the 11.
GG almost blew it there.
Yeah, pushing in the corner is not the way to go. He kind of got a little close there. He's one of those drivers,
pushing
he will
right here is
push-
fine.
He will push the envelope he will push the limits of this racing game. That 11 car. He'll be one to watch for sure if he does do the full season. But
Yeah, Phil
unfortunately,
Parker trying to get that second pack.
yeah, a little gap between him and the 14 after that checkup though. Phil Parker, not doing
A
that
caution?
well. No, they're just really dart back and forth back there. A lot of guys not being able to hold their line. Goodness. That is the danger zone, and it is also below, or actually, is it below?
No, it's
Not
not.
quite below the
It's-
top 25, so
They even have 25 left?
that is a good question. We barely.
28. 03 just retired.
03, he's still in the race. He might have warped at the line. That might be why he's having. Oh no, his game crashed. It looks like.
Felber's gone. Wow.
And so did Vlado. Both their games crashed, so unfortunate for them. Tollez is going to take that spot. Or, well, I think he or no, Felber, you remember he was falling back, so he was behind this pack. Now, the
Jeez,
problem here is I did say that stop would be the stop to make if it went if we had a bunch more yellows. We haven't had a bunch more yellows yet, and I'm not going to go ahead and say we're not going to have another one, but, you know, we've had a decently green flag run so far. Who's to say it won't go green to the end?
Well, if you're Colrod now, you control the pace, right? And you're burning the most fuel out front. These guys may be content. As I say, as they're
What the?
That is beyond 25th
What?
place, so still green.
they're messing around hard back there, Zach. I'm not sure what's going on. Game crash, top 20. What's going
I'm
on?
hearing
We
there was a
got an
crash
accident?
in the top 20, but
Fine, caution's out.
yeah, they
Pace
did
cars
yellow
was- uh-oh.
eventually. Yellow's out.
Felber's back. Yellow's out.
Caution in the back.
Oh.
Felber again, just kind of there.
Well, it starts with Phil Parker.
Let's
This is just silly. This is silly.
go helicopter.
This might be silly one, Zach. This might be that's uncalled for from the 93 if he's on the apron.
Why is he on the apron? Oh, he actually had help. That 93 did.
Anthony?
Yeah. So Anthony gave him a bad bump. He hit him at that bad corner of the car, knocked him low. 67 went lower, and he's like, "Oh, I should
Speed
back
55.
off." Backs off wisely. Then Phil and Skylar just came into the 9. Looks like
Yeah, that's a racing deal.
It's probably on the. I think that's probably on the 67. They came up a little bit, but that'll be up to post-race review in the VC penalties. But yeah, that was indeed in the top 20. So
now
I'm
enjoying
now
this
they can
3
make
wide,
it.
but I don't understand why we're 3 wide while pacing.
Well, that
my bad. It looks like if I'm Cole Rodriguez, I'd pit
I will clear that one.
because he's kind of a sitting duck if he doesn't pit, but he's also a sitting duck if he does. So he's kind of in a. I feel like he's in a tight situation because some guys might be like, all right, so they're in the pack, they can save more, maybe make it to the end from that other stop. Now, on another side note, everybody can make it to the end, I think, from this stop, unless they don't fill their tank up all the way, which.
Well, if you feel safe in single
wins.
file, I would approve of it much more.
But yeah, looks. I'd be surprised if anybody stayed out here, but I wouldn't be super surprised.
Anything's possible. Well,
Tala's
there are
is.
some tests.
Looks like Tala's is, and
Yeah, he.
Mather.
The problem is that if Aziz is going to lead this pack, he's been the slowest guy. One of the slowest. That could be a recipe for error caution. I'm smelling it.
All right, we'll see what happens.
Who's out for pit lane first? Is it going to be Cole Rod here? Let's see. We can get out first.
Yeah, but yeah, that was definitely an interesting call.
No.
Tetrox. But Cole out in second, but they're not the leaders of this race. A lot of guys staying out. Granted, probably living on a prayer, but I don't like this strategy because, I mean, granted, I like it for if we get in a bunch more yellows, they could maybe make it to the end. But you know, we're starting to have more green flag runs towards the end of this race. Say it goes green to the end, they're going to be cutting real close.
I guess that's a black flag, so 59 to the back.
Well, I understand Kyle Watts can't.
It's like Kyle Watts, he might have stayed out on a gamble as well, which I really can't blame him because.
Yeah, black flag on the 59. Is that Kez?
Yeah, Kez Hiller in the 59. He has had a pretty rough day, to say the least.
Is that what we do? What are we gonna do? We're gonna go top 25, or are we gonna continue at top 20 now?
Yes,
There's not many
I'll give you
people.
Lucky Dog now.
Big boss hadn't
Which,
said nothing on that
Felder,
yet.
did you drop out with a
Let's ask the boss.
internet
See what we
problem
get.
earlier? Okay, then I will give you both your laps back.
Looks like the 03 and I believe the 21 will get their laps back for falling out of the server. I don't believe Vlado has rejoined the server as they're done for the day, actually, along with Friesen Rodriguez. I believe that's in the 17. The 0 Gravoy
Right,
and
bump the pace speed
39
up to
of Gavin
80 miles
Perry
per hour, 80.
out of the race. Then Jerry Cook obviously also
Might be
done
able
for
to
the
go
day.
green this time. We'll see.
So
Well, if you're Kyle Watts now, if he's in the top 5, I understand. And a lot of these guys that are staying have just had rough days. They're just trying something
yeah, like
as we get some fuel saving.
I could understand this entire top 6 staying out from a fuel saving standpoint. 18s definitely seem to struggle a bit, just in terms of just racing ability. So we'll see how they do. We'll keep an eye on them for sure. And again, like you said, that 14 has definitely been the slower
Yes,
of the
we are
few.
going quiet zone.
We're going green this
Yeah, let's
time.
go back to the restart. Yep, go for it, Zach.
All right, Talas is number 14, unsponsored
Control.
Ford Fusion. Going to lead us to the green. Lap 46.57. We'll see how long he can keep that lead.
Start break. Well, there's Solars. He's going to try to Kyle Busch that restart. Ain't going to work.
I think the strat for Solaris is he might, you know, I think he's a bit inexperienced, and he's just, you know, he probably knows he's not good on restarts. He's just going to fall back and just, you know, finish this race, I think, for his sake. But, you know, I don't know what's behind the driver's mind. You already see a lot
There
of
it
guys
is,
with fresher
Zach.
tires.
Cole Rod made the move.
Big block from ACH. See, and ACH now going 3 wide right behind Carl Childress. He falls in behind Carl Childress, and you got Kyle Watts there still. Only 2 cars on this top line, however. But with
2-car tango. Watch this, Zach.
Yeah. Keep in mind though, like you said, that 14. And also I've noticed he's just not quite, you know, been up to pace as usually. He's a bit more off pace than usual. These guys might have enough if they just get a little bit more help.
I don't even know if they need the help, Zach, to be honest. I think Rodriguez is so experienced, he's going to be able to push on the straightaway. 14 can't hold it on the bottom, and they're already up to Watts and ACH. Here we go. Watch this run.
Another thing to note.
Oh yeah, they're booking. They're booking right here. They're already at ACH. They're going to Mather pretty soon next.
You got AGG, Noah Degenhart, Alexander Brown, and Gino Bononi. They're going to join this little group here as well, and that's going to change things up big time. They're still holding on. Keep in mind that 10 car, he is a controller driver. Controller, not as good as wheel in terms of steering consistency. So I say consistency in terms of like smooth steering, I guess you could say. He's holding on.
Analog steering. Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know. Yeah, they're here. AGG and Noah Degenhart, Alexander
There
Brown.
it is. There's the help.
Yep, they are here. Oh, big checkup on the bottom. ACH. What are they going to do? Jelani goes low. Watts gets screwed over by 98 checking up. Man, he had...
Yeah, that guy going below the yellow line. That should be okay for a pass, though.
Yeah, the big checkup. Jelani, they lost spots from it. Or they didn't get anything from it anyway, other than the fact that 21. What do you know?
Now for the leads, that Stroxel called it. Yeah, Rodriguez just has too much EXP, Zach. I think he's going to try to clear up front, and he's going to try to take the lead and control this race. He's definitely... There it is.
Yeah,
he's going to try to control this right here.
Another thing, you know, that top line is now stronger than that bottom line, and you know, a lot of the drivers down that bottom line not really just holding on as well. And you got to remember, well, I guess that's really all there is to it. Remember that 14 car, like I said, just something about them is that they don't feel like they're as on pace, at least from what I've noticed. But we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, Cole is the best, but he's going off center.
A lot of checkups in the back. Could lead to a wreck. We'll go TV2 just in case we see something. But yeah, this top line is checked out. Top 5 on the top. Or top 4 anyway.
There's your boy GG, third place. He's had a hell of a night.
Yep. I think he's had the record for most black flags tonight. Here he is, P3, with less than 10 to go.
Surprised Colruyt hasn't made the move yet. But then again, we're probably bound for another wreck. So.
Not to mention, it might be a little too early. These guys know how to play this game of super speedway racing and know when to make those passes and moves. Especially Cole, he's done it a lot. And another thing to note, he probably has the most NARL starts in this field without a win. Don't hold me to that, but I know he does not have a NARL win. He has 2 IFR wins, one that came actually really recently. Just one yesterday in CCRS. He's yet to win in NARL. Can today be the day, or did I just jinx him? We'll see.
I might have gave him that golden horseshoe. We'll find out. Well, here we go, Zach.
Be a big play tonight.
You've been spot on with the calls, man. That 14 is...
Cautious.
Oh, there's the wreck! That's Childress! Oh, that's a huge one! That's a big one. This is it. That's a big one. That's a caution. That will not be 4 to go, so that is going to be a restart.
Yep. Racking back up.
Phil Parker
NARL
getting around that now.
I wonder if the 98 was pushing in the trioval. Yeah, Childress is a hard hit at that wall, though. Holy.
Yes, we're going to get some retirements here tonight.
Speed is 55.
Yeah, it looks like Cam might have instigated that a little bit, but 98 had time to let off and just didn't.
Oh, yeah, we got some DNFs here coming. A lot of huge hits.
Yeah. I can't really get any good cameras. What's the spectator guy? Yeah,
Carl Childress really took a hard shot. We got Estes was upside down. Saw that one.
Caloridge. It's just been the same thing all day for the 67. Getting involved in every wreck seems like. Man,
we talk about mistakes, Zach. That pit road mistake. That's going to be the costly thing for Estes.
Yep, like you said.
Oh, yeah.
And more hits there. I think their day's done probably. Cameron Jamison flipping.
Anthony
Thomas.
involved in his 7 billionth wreck. Yep.
Yep. 67 to 81. Oh my goodness, that 93. Holy. Let's take a. Oh goodness, man. He is
sending there.
He was full sending through that one. Somehow didn't hit
make
nobody.
Art proud.
He didn't lift not once. He lifted a little bit here, used the brake some.
Yeah, that was
somehow managed not to hit anybody. Insane.
Man. That's ice in the veins, Kimi Räikkönen style. That's crazy.
That is a very dumb decision. I don't recommend.
91 has gotten dropped from the game because everyone else has stayed out, and I can actually judge whether he was going to keep his position.
This is done, I think, Zach.
Back in his second
I got
place.
bad news. Oh, I have dropped from the game. Looks like game crashed. All right, so Cole Rodriguez fell out, and I just fell out. So we're gonna go And turn on my ideal. Hopefully it'll let me back in. Don't let me back in.
Oh, no.
That's not good, but should let me back in.
Cole Rodriguez crashed?
Yeah, we both crashed. Me and Cole both fell out. So
Oh boy.
hopefully it'll let me back in. This track has been notorious for causing game crashes.
We still live though?
And we're still live, just the game crashed. I'm gonna try to do what I can to make sure it comes to fruition.
Well, if you're just joining us, folks, Cole Rodriguez was the guy to beat, but now I have no idea.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out soon. I'm gonna go ahead and close my other Discord, that way not having multiple
Apologize for
tabs.
the technical difficulties, as always. Hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving coming up, as that's an important time of the year, for sure.
Yep. They're taking an off week during that.
If anyone has any black flags, make sure
Absolutely.
to type it in chat now.
Alright.
Drivers.
Also, we're
So
going
we're
to
getting
go
technical
green
difficulties
with
ironed
5
out.
to
Hope you guys
go,
have been enjoying the
which
fans. Hope you guys let us know what you think of Talladega so far. Let us know what we can improve for our broadcast. I know we're off next week, but we're going
when we
back.
go green, there will be no
I
cautions.
think Vegas is
to
our
clear out.
next race. We'll see how that one goes. I'm not sure if I'll
Alright.
be back, but hope you guys enjoying the commentary.
Alright.
As that fixed some technical difficulties right here, we'll go back to the stream.
No, it's been 4.
Alright, so
Cole Rod back.
point
Cole
of
Rod
no
back.
return when we go back green.
That's what's been called.
Yep, point of no return when we go back
All
green.
right,
So
we going green this time.
unless I heard something wrong, yes, I believe we're going green this time, and I believe that
Quiet zone,
Once
pace
we get
speed
that
up to
figured
80
out.
miles per hour, 80.
should be good to then. Thomas Troxel going to lead us. Some of these guys can't make it to the end on fuel, I don't know, but maybe. We'll see.
They gotta be saving a lot. Here we go. Trucks are gonna lead us back here. The final restart of the night. It's go big or go home. Point of no return. Full sending, as we like to call it,
Control
down
for the
on
last time.
Talladega Boulevard. We're gonna see in the track the last 5 laps. Trucks leads us back to green one last time. That's the baddest plant. Baddest track is Cam Smith coming out pit road. Kind of screwed me up. That's okay.
Oh, we're already getting squirrely. Unless I heard something wrong, I'm pretty sure it's green to the end from here.
Well, next lap will be 40. We're technically have 5 to go right now, but
Yeah.
next lap will be 4.
Oh, it looks like a little bit of server glitch.
They could wreck right now and be all right, but
Cam Smith
at this
rejoining
rate,
the track.
let him run it.
Oh, 18's warping. Thomas Troxel's warping a little bit. Oh, goodness. A lot of warp going on.
Yeah, looks like Cole Rod's got to be careful here, man. C-Rod got to be careful. They're the warp city for sure. Time warp out here.
And
I think Cole Rod. You know what, Zach? You called it earlier. He's gonna wait to the last lap. I don't think he's gonna make the move right. Wait to that last lap.
yeah, see how aggressive things get. A lot of aggressive drivers up here. And Gino Bononi, you know, despite his casualties, he's right now in 5th. I hope I don't jinx him, but running well. And also, like I said, that 14 he's still leaving that gap, not quite there in terms of speed. And also, even if I was wrong about the point of no return, it is now underneath the point of no return. Let's take a look at our retirements just in case. That's not going to show me it anyway because I rejoined the server. Oh well.
Well, they're gonna try to form something on the top, but I just don't think they have enough experience there. I think Cole Rod is too experienced. As
A lot of guys going to the top now.
yeah, I'm gonna say one guy dropped to the apron. That might have been Bononi.
Yeah. A lot of guys going to the top. A lot of guys, you know, I didn't expect to go to the top. Tall as is, he's going to try that line. Here it
There's
goes.
Cole Rod making him. No,
Alex,
will fade. Look.
Alexander Gonzalez Green, he peaked with him, so that gives me the signal that whatever Cole does, Alex is going to follow. But that,
Yeah,
what if
he's
that
setting
gives,
him up.
What if that gives Troxel a signal? What if Troxel expects that? What's he going to do about it? Let's give a Blad block.
Yeah. Well, the problem is that you're trying to time it with 3 to go. That's something called a setup play. I think he's going to do that with 1 to go. Once we get to that tri-oval, coming to the white flag will do it.
He's showing little bits and pieces here and there.
He's peeking.
Yeah, I would say you don't want to be leading on the final lap, but you know, most of these guys on the bottom, they're pretty respectable drivers that don't usually press the envelope to the point of wrecking somebody on the last lap for the win. They have enough respect for that, which I have a lot of respect for as well.
2 to go, right?
Let's see. Yep, 2 to go this time. White flag at the stripe.
Troxel leads, Rodriguez second, GG third. Who's it going to be? Do we see Benoni make a move? Does somebody in the back and Mather make a move? Let's see. They're trying to get... There's a wreck. Doesn't matter. Let's keep it going. It's Parker again. Flavor.
A lot of guys wrecking
Skylar involved. Yep, that does not
So
matter.
there's a mess going on in turn 2. Hopefully it clears out by the time
Hopefully they
things
just
get
be
there.
respectful when I get back to him.
Yeah.
Troxel leads this race. Can he get to the last lap and lead it though in the final lap? The checkered flag. Cole's going to continue to peek out. Here he goes. Watch the move once they get to the trioval right. He's going to peek out right here. I think once they get past the start phase, he's going to make the move. White flag's in the air. Troxel. Will he lead us back to the checkers?
Yeah, they're hoping there was a wreck in too. They're hoping it clears out before they get there. We'll find out.
Yeah, Cole not making the move yet. He's setting it up. He's going to trail the brake right here, drag the brake back a little bit, and make it on the back stretch.
Oh, AGG
Oh,
went higher before he planned on it. Wow, okay, I wasn't expecting that.
He's got to push. He's got to push now and try to break the side draft. They're all going to follow Cole a little bit. Cole might be in trouble. I think GG going up there might have screwed him.
Yeah, Cole gives GG a bump, but I think Cole's got a good enough
but
draft.
Cole got a shot. Cole's got a shot now. Here we go. Troxel, he's got a block. Willie block. Another wreck in the back. What will Cole do? Cole peaks a little lower. Troxel coming to the tri-oval.
He's still pushing
Last
him.
0.16 miles. I don't think it's enough. Troxel's going to try to go for it. Cole goes high. Photo finish. Troxel gets it done in Talladega. Oh, the analog, Zach. He got it done as they have some fun at the end.
Yep, Thomas Troxel had that track position. You know how important track position is at this track. I feel like Rodriguez waited a little too long, but at the same time, I also don't think he was expecting AGG to go when he did. Might have just been a little bit of not quite timing the stuff right. But Thomas Troxel is your season 13 Talladega season opener winner. What a show. I wonder if he's going to get back going for burnouts.
You have
Well,
a couple
I think
minutes to get your replays in.
You called it, Zach. AGG going a little bit higher screwed Cole because really they were getting to a side warp and
go past.
They just never got a run going. Congratulations to Troxel. I think Cole's going to show a little respect here. Yeah, I think.
I don't think he's going to be able to get back to do his burnouts, unfortunately, but...
No, I think Cole's going to try to push him back.
Yeah, but they're going to have to close the server soon anyway for another league that's about to start up here pretty soon. But yeah.
Nice thing that Cole would do, try to help him back, yep.
I had fun. I agree, it was lackluster to say the least. Super Speedway is the only places that don't have caution cooldown, so we'll probably be
He's trying to get him out of the grass.
in a few weeks. Thanksgiving next week, won't be racing. I want to thank my buddy KT for coming in the booth with me, and I got to meet a lot of guys. New experience for you, I'm sure, is Troxel's finally out. They're going to close the server here in a minute. But yeah, I think that should do it. Might consider doing some post-race interviews down the line, maybe in a couple weeks. I might figure out something for that. Right now, I don't have anything that for playing, and not to mention they got post-race review in the Discord VC. So yeah, you got any last closing statements, KT?
Well, that was a good race in terms of the finish. I thought the finish was pretty good. They handled it pretty well. But yeah, as you said, they're rookies. A lot of these guys are next generation racers. They're just coming up in the sim league, and we saw a lot of inexperience, a lot of wrecks that just it came down to, in my opinion, more inexperience. I don't know if we can really pin it on anybody, and that was really a master class by Troxel. And Rodriguez has all this experience, and it came down to the end of the job where he just couldn't expect AGG to make that move early, and then all the way into a sidewalk down the backstretch. When you get to the sidewalk down the back, it's hard to make a move in the trial. So congrats to Troxel, and we'll see what happens in Sin City, baby, Vegas.
Yep, again, next week an off week, and we'll see how that goes. They just closed the server for Kezcar. So, yep. NARL Broadcast, sponsored by Cole Rodriguez. Yeah. Sorry for those guys. I didn't get to read most of your chat. I think the server disconnected or something weird. So, thanks for showing up, Tate, George, the guy that just typed and all. Thank y'all for watching. Thanks for showing up. Sure to like, subscribe, and we'll see you at Vegas.